settle down.
Well, didn't you just turn it on?
Yeah, but it's been on for a few minutes.
Oh.
Oh, it's sizzling when I put it down.
Okay.
Are we live?
Pretty much, yeah.
Hello! Welcome to our Pancake Art Halloween stream.
Nobody's really watching it though.
Oh, okay. Well, I will sit here and be quiet.
Maybe on Instagram. We got some people on Instagram, so.
Hello!
Alright. Let's now gotta start the consolidated chat so we can actually see it.
What's up, everybody? This is our first of 2 Halloween Pancake Art streams. As always, we are taking requests, but there's actually kind of a special thing going this time, where for a certain donation amount, you can get your personalized requests. You could send us a picture. It can be you, your family member, your dog, anything. So that is in play this stream for the first time in a while. So that is an option for you if that sounds interesting. Otherwise, we're going to be sticking to pretty spooky stuff. You know, we'll divert a little bit, but like, come on, it's almost Halloween. We're really going to lean into all things spooky and scary while we've still got the end of October going. I never want Halloween to end. Never want Halloween to end. I can't speak. But maybe that's because I'm in costume as something that can't speak. If anyone guesses what I am, you get praise.
And then I'm also here too. You've got Dana currently making the pancakes. You've got Ben running the 1s and 2s, but also he's here.
I am here.
So we're all hanging out. And then you've got me. I'm all the way in Arizona, but I like to co-host and be friends with my buddies. I'll be keeping an eye on chat and making sure that everything is running smooth. Like Dana said, we are taking requests in chat, but if you want to jump line and you want to get something specifically made, you can go to pancakes.com/request, and there you could commission to get your own pancake. Is Dana a turkey?
That's a great guess.
Possibly.
Possibly. I'm whatever everyone wants me to be, but truthfully, the goal, first it started as bird, and then I said, well, what if I'm an Archaeopteryx? So I've got a tooth. You know, it was a really important dinosaur that we found. Maybe a pterodon, I'm not sure. I think that's a dinosaur. But yeah, I am an Archaeopteryx today, and I definitely paid for this Halloween costume and had it planned, and put a bunch of time and care into it.
And we love it because the beak she's wearing does not mess with her microphone at all.
Does it?
Oh, wait. A little bit.
Yeah, okay, well, good news for everybody. I've got multiple costumes for this stream, so we'll do this until muffled me gets annoying.
I'm just working on getting our consolidated chat up so we can...
I'm looking at it.
I got most of it up. I just got to get Facebook's the only one that's not in there yet.
On Instagram, Beth AG Art. Yo, let's go Lee. A little bit of Lee shout out. I don't hate that.
Also, hi Beth.
In fact, I will.
So, someone said, how do I send a pic again? I just joined. Lee, can you explain that to them and I'll keep an eye on the chat?
Sure. Annabelle, so if we're just making requests that are just going to be here, we'll make them, things like that. If you want a specialized request, if you want to send a picture, you can go to danecakes.com/request, and there will be an order form, and you can commission to have whatever picture you want sent, and then we'll make it as soon as it comes through. It jumps the line. So if we're in the middle of making a pancake, it becomes the next pancake. And if we have, you know, that's kind of how that'll run. It's going to be on a commission base on those ones. But yeah, so pancakes. Here, let me type it in the chat as well.
By the way, someone in chat said Mickey Mouse, and continuing with the spooky theme, I'm gonna make a bit of a scary Mickey Mouse.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's getting crazy in here.
Spooks. And what's cool about being able to do a request through the site is it doesn't have to be spooky, but if you wanted to get like your profile picture made or your pet, your significant other, or whatever, if you are getting the commission, it becomes right in there, and if where it has extra instructions in the order form, you can put your name if you want us to shout you out as well about your.
Also, we're gonna check on this mystery pancake over here. We got a mystery pancake.
Oh, I straight up said what it was.
Ah, Lee, that's okay.
Jeez.
1, 2, 3. It's Oogie Boogie. I'm laughing. I'm laughing. I love Oogie Boogie. Rest in peace, Ken Page, I believe is his name. The voice actor who passed a few weeks ago. Who was the voice of Oogie Boogie and one other role I'm forgetting. But very, very cool actor and voice actor.
Oh, and also, Ben just sent through a reminder of where the donation requests are.
Indeed, I did.
My wings are falling off. That's okay. I'll just be a one-winged Archaeopteryx. I've overcome so much.
We need more Red Bull, Dana.
Lol.
Get it?
I do. I think literally everyone on the planet would get it. Red Bull makes you a really important discovery between finding the link between birds and reptiles in the prehistory times. I don't know enough about. Oh, go ahead.
No, I'm sorry.
No, you please.
Well, we have a question from TikTok from Sen Ashitaka. Is it expensive to get into this hobby?
That's a great question. I would say no, because I remember when I first tried it, I just watched some of the videos made by this company who I didn't know them at the time. I just watched the videos, and then I just sort of bought my own bottles, used a frying pan, and that does work. However, we do sell a pancake art kit. You know, it does come with the stuff you need. Truthfully though, if you've got a flat top, if you've got a griddle, if you've got a frying pan, it is possible to do it in that. And as long as you've got just add water pancake mix and then coloring gel of your choice, you're set. Except for, I guess, the bottles, which I would recommend. You can go out and buy bottles on your own, but, you know, we do sell the bottles, and we sell the kind that, you know, we prefer to use, at least like doing long form stuff. So please go check that out. But if you want to, you know, like go crazy, freestyle it yourself, totally possible. All you need to do is cover the price of pancake batter and the colors that color it, which both of those you can find at Walmart for pretty cheap.
And a nice thing about this hobby too is a lot of the money that you're spending on materials, you also are making yourself breakfast, lunch, or snack, whatever it is, because when you're done making the pancake, you've got a pancake. So
Right. My beak is falling off.
Oh no.
good.
Sounds like a personal problem, Dana.
This is scary. My beak's falling off.
At any time, feel free to commit less to the bit and take the beak off.
Okay, I will think about it. I worked really hard on this.
Chat for Dana to take the beak off.
Drop a apple emoji if I should take the beak off. Please. Alright.
Or Hubert in the TikTok says, I used to watch these things all the time. Well, we are trying to make sure that we are streaming more and more. We're doing our best to do it every week, but we are a traveling company, so there are times where we cannot. But when we can, we try to stream on Wednesdays. but we were all available on a Sunday and decided to rock and roll.
Excuse me. Just grabbing some plates. Ugh. Oh, this green screens. I mean, the pumpkins behind me. They're fighting me. So, guys, do we see any good things in chat? Also, I'm seeing a lot of apples and literally people typing please. So, now I'm just a bird. Well, no, birds have beaks. Now I'm just an angel. So, I hope you enjoyed that portion of the stream because it's not coming back. Anyways, what are some requests we're seeing come in? I've been keeping a bit of an eye, but
right now, I'm seeing a Jack Skellington.
Oh, good one. Good one.
Jack Skellington on it.
So, y'all, if you have anything that you like, spooky, scary, horror movies, and they can be, it doesn't just have to be cartoons, you can do actors in movies, you can do all kinds of stuff. If you want to be scared, we can make it. Also, while you're here and while we got you, what are some of everybody's favorite horror movies? Sly Priestess, I am guessing that you mean Terrifier. Yeah, it is.
Also, if I may interject really quick, please keep dropping your favorite Halloween icons. But I think it'd be cool if we set a goal, because I have an idea for what we could put if we meet the goal in terms of cool Halloween pancakes.
I think we have a goal set already, actually.
Oh, do we?
Do we? Well, then...
Unless that's from before.
It's probably...
It was not...
It's, yeah, no, I totally did that this time and not last time, and it just carried over somehow.
That's awesome. So what is that
So
goal?
we can make it a new goal, because I know we have made that pancake that is the request there. So what would you like it to be then, Dana?
I was thinking it would be something where if we met the goal, then we would take a poll and we would ask what kind of like crazy hybrid creature we want to see, Halloween style. Do we want to see like a zombie werewolf? Do we want to see like a haunted unicorn? Do we want to see a haunted house, but also it's, I don't know, walking on spider legs? You know, I think that would be really cool if we all cooked up some crazy Halloween monster.
How about a spider with guns for legs?
Exactly, that'd be cool too. But I'd like to ask them what they want to combine. For my.
Sure. I'm just throwing out suggestions.
That's true. That's true.
So we got 100 candle.
Yeah, and I think they're horror candles.
Horror candles.
So that's appropriate. So like that's fine.
100.
Yeah.
How do we feel about that?
Oh, they're only 5 apiece. So it's literally like the like one of the cheapest gifts.
Well, I don't know. I feel like there's no way they're gonna meet this goal, but I'd be really impressed if they did. Because like I took off my beak for you guys, so don't say anything.
So Natalia on TikTok is asking, who's talking? Well, the pancake artist who's performing right now is Dana, so you're hearing her voice.
Hello.
Our other artist who is in studio right now is Ben. You're hearing him as well, and we do have like usually in about the midpoint or depending on how the stream is going. There's Ben.
From the distant
we will rotate out, and they'll do. I love that idea, Keely Lions. And we'll do that.
Charlie
I
Brown.
am our third member of our Pancake stream team, and I am in Arizona, so I can't be there. And so I'm Lee. You could probably show my camera, Ben, but I don't know if anyone wants that. So.
You know, next time.
What was that idea?
I have a really great request that I personally love that I see in chat.
Yeah, give it.
Next. Gracie on TikTok wants Ash Williams, and I love me some Evil Dead, so I'd love to see it. Plus, I also just love the actor, so
cool. Can do.
Yeah, so we got our first portrait.
So is that our goal, or is that?
No, that's just a
No, that's
request.
the pancake we're making next. Ooh,
Okay.
salad fingers is a good one too.
So, do we want salad fingers to be our goal? We need a goal, so.
Wait, what? No, the goal is once we reach it, we all collab on creating a creature.
Okay.
So get that goal up there,
Well, I
and then we'll
missed that
talk.
part.
No, these are just
And once we get
requests.
close to that goal, did we get there already?
What? Ain't no way.
We already got there. We have 100 horror candles.
Wow. Okay. So
Here's what I'm going to totally change it because the entirety of it was paid for by Mooberries TTV.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Or Moberries. So I would like to say that Moberries should get to choose what combination or wise is done.
what?
Thank you for reach our goal.
Yeah, thank you. What insane, crazy Halloween creature, any combination of things, any idea do you want? Also, did anyone else donate to it? Because they should be able to contribute as well, I believe.
It is 100% Moberries.
All right, Moberries, gimme. What's your request, sir? And it could be a normal, I guess part of me is like, it could be a normal request if you want, but if you donated that much, you probably wanted the creature, so. All right, let's flip Mickey. We got scary Mickey. I just made this one up off my head, so I don't know how scary it's gonna look, but I tried. Also, you're sticking. Let's not stick. This is why we wear gloves. Wow, that is sticky. That's the scariest thing on the stream yet. 3, 2, 1. I like that.
So Moberry would like Michael Myers versus Ghostface.
Ooh, fun. Okay. Well, while the next one is Ash Williams, right? And then I'll do that one. If Moberries, you're able to hang on, I will take our next request and then get to that. Thank you again so much. So, Ash Williams. Oh,
Thank you so much, Moberries, for I looked at the screen and I saw it said thanks on it, and I was like, oh no, Ben didn't update it. And then I clicked on it to find out he did. You just crushed it too soon.
How do we feel about this?
You beat me to it before I could even finish typing it in.
Oops. How do we feel about this image?
Yeah, I always.
Okay. I just don't know this character, so I'm happy to.
Bruce Campbell, man.
Bruce Campbell. Remember, shop smart, shop smart.
There's some sort of Bubba Hotep.
Hey, I have an idea for the next goal.
Ruru on YouTube says that your wings are so pretty, Dana.
Well, thank you. I had a beak to match it a bit ago, but everyone voted for me to take it off because the audio is a little weird. So thank you. I also had feathers.
Have you ever tried talking through a beak? It is.
Yeah, it's
very
tough.
difficult.
It's not even my first time trying to put on a beak and talk. I was what was I? I was a bird in some play as a kid. I forget. That's too bad. So I think would it be jumping the gun too much to set another goal now?
No, we gotta set more goals. We
Okay.
got goals to meet.
Okay. Well,
So what do you want it to be, Dana? Choose one so people know what they're voting on.
No,
well,
I
let's
understand.
wait. Let's set the goal first. So
Okay, but I would like to set the goal higher because this is going to be a big challenge for me.
Yeah, well so just for the sake of making sure we don't crush the goal before I can finish typing it.
Okay.
I'm gonna well, first off, let's figure out what it's gonna be.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say.
Well, just listen, my attention is divided here. So just bear with me.
I bear with you, Ben.
So yeah, so let's decide what it's gonna be, and then I'll decide what gifts gotta go towards it.
So I can say what it is.
Yes.
Okay. For a certain goal, and again, this is a tough one, so I'd like to really challenge our audience. I will make a scary Moo-Dang pancake dressed as Moo-Dang.
Scary so it's Moo-Dang dressed as Moo-Dang.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe Mudang in like a Halloween costume. I'll make
What
a
if what's the penguin?
pesto.
What if it was Pesto dressed as Mudang?
Aw, okay, I want to make it Mudang dressed as something first.
Mudang dressed as Pesto.
I could do Mudang dressed as Pesto, dressed as Mudang. I have that over in the corner. So please donate whenever Ben sets up that
Okay,
goal.
so it's gonna be Mudang dressed as Pesto, dressed as Mudang.
Well, I'm Mudang making Mudang dressed as Pesto.
Okay.
Hey, Dana, do you think Jack might be ready to flip?
Maybe. Poke it. But yeah, Ben, if you want to set whatever
Yeah,
that
no, I'm... Alright,
Here goes, Jack. 3, 2, 1. Happy with that. There we go. I'm just trying to get some of that glare off it. I like that one. You can chill up there for now. I'll go ahead and throw Oogie Boogie on here too. We'll party.
And then remember, if you want to take control and switch the gears, you can go to dancakes.com/request and you can buy a spot and have us make pretty much whatever you want. Obvious restrictions are, things that are completely inappropriate, things like that. But dancakes.com/request, you can get your profile picture if you'd like. It's just
profile picture, a loved
Yeah.
one, your pet, anything that's personalized that can't necessarily just be shouted in the chat. You
Yeah.
can. It's a little form, so you can upload an image there. You can upload whatever you want as the reference, and we will make it from that reference. So all right, and I'm about to drop the new goal.
Okay.
So, if we reach this goal, or Dana as Mudang is going to make Pesto the penguin dressed as Mudang.
No, Mudang dressed as Pesto the penguin.
Oh Jesus! It's so
what-
there's so much. There's so many
It's
layers.
my idea, so I will say it. I decree. I will dress as Mudang, and wearing a very cumbersome, dumb Mudang costume. It's going to be a challenge for me. I'm going to make Mudang dressed as Pesto the penguin.
Okay, and the goal is 100 baby ghosts.
All right.
And go.
And go.
Baby ghost.
Do not start that.
Risa Rue on TikTok, she's thinking this is so impressive.
Well,
I
thank
agree.
you. Thank you. I'm having fun with this portrait so far. Sometimes when I make portraits, I feel like I'm really scrambling and I'm worried. But this one, I feel like it's already coming together. I feel like that is a really nice haircut. And I feel like I want that haircut. So maybe that's why I was able to draw it. So I'm like, that is a nice man haircut.
I wasn't going to mention this question just in case it was spam or something like that. But I won't call you out unless you think it's funny enough to be called out. But someone asked, do you customize iPads? And I responded, no, but we can make an iPad pancake. And they're like, oh, I didn't realize what this was.
Yeah.
Amazing work.
I have not, thank you. I have not really, or anyone I don't think has done the sort of spiel this request stream, which is, these are pancakes. This is 100% pancake batter. It is bought from Sam's Club. It is just add water mix. It is nothing fancy, and we just draw with it. So if you wanted, you could take a big fat bite out of these, and this batter is actually left over.
Or a tiny
bite.
small bite.
And this batter is actually from an event I worked recently where that was the point. I made some people at a birthday party whatever they wanted, and then they were able to eat it. And they're tasty pancakes. They would not stop saying how good the pancakes were. So we don't compromise taste. But yes, this is not resin. This is not paint. This is, probably not what anyone's first guess is. It is literally just pancake mix. We throw in a few secret, easily accessible ingredients just for our comfort, but they actually improve the taste of the pancake, so.
I just want to interrupt real quick to thank Ryan Neely Russell and Michelle Dulia for their ghost gifts and their gifts in general. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
In the meantime, if anyone wants to answer this question, it comes from YouTube, Mr. Mega 4 Eyes. How do you keep the pancake from burning?
That's a great question. Low temperature is the main answer. We just keep it at a nice cool temp, and by cool I mean, still 250, 220 degrees or so. But yeah, it's just about laying down the batter and trying to not take more than 5 to 10 minutes on a pancake, because if you are to do that, you would start to get some discoloration, and also no one wants to wait that long, at least for especially when we do this live and people are hungry. So, we just draw fast and keep a low heat. That is the answer. Basically, that's all it is.
Good answer.
Thank you.
I wish I had the Family Feud.
Good
answer. With the.
We should use the green screen every week, and you should just put Family Feud behind me.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we're gonna have at some point. This is our first week using the green screen, despite the fact that we've had it in the studio
for years.
Yeah, pretty much the entire time the studio's existed. We've just never taken advantage.
I use it for videos.
What?
I use it for a lot of videos.
Yeah, but we've never done it on a live stream, despite the fact that we've always been able to do it for some reason.
Right.
I
mean, come on, this is great. Look at the fire.
But yeah, no, eventually we're gonna get a soundboard going here, so we can have every time I tell a joke and nobody laughs.
I laughed at that one.
Break that soundboard though.
Yeah.
What was I gonna ask?
Question from TikTok Moberries. When you're not making pancakes, do you like to draw or paint?
Good question. I'll answer first. I love to draw. I've always drawn. It's basically my only hobby. It's what I do when I'm not doing anything else, and I don't do a lot. So I love drawing. I do digital a lot in my free time. I draw traditionally. I do basically every 2D art form besides painting. People always assume painting, but painting scares me. I like to do something where I'm not terrified of my colors getting muddied up, which pancake art is one of those. But yeah, and Ben?
I do not draw a whole lot outside of pancake art. So even when I do draw, it's usually as prep work for making pancake art. Music was my first true love as far as art, so I spend a lot more time doing that. I usually, if I'm bored and at home and I have nothing else to do, or sometimes if I have something to do because, avoiding responsibility and such.
Me with drawing, yeah.
I'll usually go downstairs and just play drums and practice, playing drums, practice drums, whatever, for, an hour or two, or I'll go play golf, or play guitar and write a song, or just anything to avoid real life.
Well, and to be fair, Ben, we draw a lot with our jobs. You and I are full-timers. So Ben draws, you will definitely get a request at an event that's vague and you're like, I'm gonna have fun drawing this. It's I know that's probably obvious, but it's the kind of thing where I don't blame anyone for not drawing, even if it's their hobby outside of this job. I just do it because I'm obsessed. I do it on the way to events. I do it on the way home from events.
Yeah, I draw more than a lot of people who probably
Basically
draw
everybody.
as a hobby
Yeah.
get to, because it's my job. So yeah, so outside of this, I don't really think about it too much. And if I have an inkling to make some sort of visual art, then my first instinct is to make it as a pancake.
Right. Just to come in here, turn on the cameras, and have a nice little chill session where you're making art, and then it's going to be made into a format where lots of people will see it. I know I really love doing that. I'm actually planning to make a Weird Al here probably Tuesday, because his birthday was this past week, and I was too tired to catch it on his birthday. But it's so much fun to I made a sketch for it, and I'm just excited to be yeah, I can just sit in here and draw that for a few hours, and it will go toward helping this small business we run, hopefully.
Ideally.
Hi, Haley.
I do.
Won't hurt it, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Haley just said hello. I remember you. It's funny too, as I saw your name come up when you said, I remember you. And I was like, is that the person that ordered the Joey Jordison pancake? And then you followed up with,
Yeah.
I haven't seen y'all in a minute since that Joey Jordison pancake.
Nice.
Heck yeah.
What's up? How you doing? Thanks for visiting. Glad you liked this enough to come back. Also, Ben, how are we doing on our goal?
Oh, good question. Let me look.
5 out of 100.
5 out of 100.
Guys, we got. Hold on, I'm
Guys.
gonna pin this to the top. Let you all know.
And I need you guys. Is the goal mentioned there, or should I repeat it?
It's. I only have so many characters, so
Right.
it's probably a little vague.
Okay. Well, let me just say it again. If we get to that goal, I am going to do what will certainly be a fun to watch challenge, because it's not just going to be easy like any other pancake. It's going to be me dressed as Mudang, full head covering. I'm not going to say any more than that. But dressed as Mudang, attempting to make Mudang on Halloween. And I'm thinking Mudang dressed as Pesto the Penguin. If anybody has any other suggestions, I'm open to hear it too. Like if we've got some huge donor who's like, I need Mudang dressed as Ghostface, you know? Please. I would love to do any of that. The point is, though, is that I will be Mudang making Mudang, and I will be in a costume of Mudang making Mudang in a costume. And I think that's a worthy thing to have a goal about.
Very much so.
Very much so. So I finished Ash Williams. Mooberry, is that the name? I'm spacing.
Mulberry, maybe? Yes,
Okay.
this is going to be the one that is... I thought I wrote it.
This is Ghostface versus Michael Myers, correct?
Oh yeah.
And this was a goal met.
Yeah, Moberries. I think it's
Yeah,
Moberries
that was
because
a
it's.
goal. We put up a goal, and as we were trying to really flesh out what that goal looked like, Moberry just decided to decimate that goal. So we changed it to, what do you want to see, Moberry?
Yeah.
Moberries. Oh, gotta get
like more berries, but
Moberries.
And then Raul in YouTube, food, cool food, mine. LO super cool though. So Nightmare Before, I like that flapjack.
So let's see.
Thank you.
Got a couple questions. How do the colors not mix? They don't mix because they kind of I don't know.
They're laid down at different times.
Yeah, and then they're cooking, so and then like surface tension as well. Like they're not necessarily like they're so even times whenever we're cooking with the griddle off, like for our long form pancakes, they don't really mix there either, and simply because they'll kind of lay into each other, but they won't push all the way into each other. But anyways,
and if I may interject really quick,
You
Ben,
may.
I'm sorry, because then you can talk all you want. For this Michael Myers versus Ghostface, I'm going to go really ambitious here because this was a goal. Moberries met our entire goal. So I think I'm going to make them in a knife fight because that seems to be their weapon of choice. So we're going to see how this goes. And I'm going to do most of it off my head. I'm looking at a picture of Mike Myers, but not in the pose. So I'm going to really push the limit for you, Moberries.
I was
Anyways.
thinking maybe them playing chess, but knife fight's better. Makes more sense.
Yeah, it was versus, and unless Moberry, you want them playing chess. Well, Moberry's just said OMG yes, so it sounds like
I
you're
know, I'm kidding.
okay. But Lee, that's not a bad idea. That technically is versus still.
Yeah.
I was thinking playing Twister, but that's
Playing Twister. I'm dead. Well,
We got a bunch
Moberries, if
hearts
any of these
coming
sound
in
good,
right now.
heck yeah. Moberries, how did y'all get started in pancake art? That's the $1 million question, or probably the $1,000 question, maybe
$10
hundreds.
question.
It's at least the dollar question.
it is the
dollar.
currency question.
So who wants to go first? You want to go first? You want me to go first?
I'm gonna really focus on this one, so you go first.
All right, I'll go
What was
first
the
then. How'd y'all get started in pancake art? It's from Moberries.
Actually, Ben, you can just answer for me.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll speak for Dana and myself. So my story first. I met the guys who started the company filling in on drums in their band. So it was complete coincidence that I happened to meet the guys who did this, and it was simply because I liked their music. And even then, whenever I met them and found out about pancake art, it was not something I was interested in. It was just a neat thing my friends did. And because I had an entirely separate and successful career in telecommunications that I was not trying to jettison. But anyways, about a year later, we went on tour together, and we did pancake art and music. Again, I had zero interest in doing pancake art. They wanted to do a music tour. I had done music tours, and so I was the one planning the tour, and they were the one doing the pancake art. We were both doing music. And while we were doing that, there was a show in Austin they couldn't be at, and so it was just one of those things where like, well, do you want to learn how to do it? And I was like, sure, I guess. And so I got a quick crash course, and I drove to Austin from Houston, and made a bunch of really terrible pancakes for very polite people, and then I just kept doing it on the side until eventually I couldn't maintain the day career and the pancake art, and so I just decided I worked freelance in telecom, so I had the ability to just kind of work when I felt like it. So I decided to give it a go, and that was in 2017.
Well, Ben, can you like go into a little more detail, because like I feel like we have a different perspective than most people. What do you mean by you made terrible pancakes?
I'm meaning they looked like garbage.
Yeah.
Like they were, I mean,
Paint the picture.
Hi, Squirrelios.
they, I mean, like I made my worst one was probably a SpongeBob that most definitely haunts dreams still to this day. I mean, I made a Porky Pig that was probably okay, but it was also the size of the griddle.
Oof.
Yeah,
they were big for a while,
yeah,
just from
because
everybody.
you just don't have the perspective to be able to like, oh, I need to make the eye really small so the rest of the pancake's not ginormous. Or wherever you start, the chin, the jawline, whatever, the head shape.
So hard at first.
Mm-hmm.
We were all terrible at first. Don't be fooled.
Yeah, and so that was my journey into pancake art, and I went full time in 2017. So, and now I co-own the company with Dana, so couldn't get out if I wanted to. Dana was just saw I was already with the company, but like they just saw. We just saw her doing stuff on Instagram. Like she had seen our videos and thought it was neat and wanted to try it. And so she just kind of like watched some videos and tried to
Mimic
best approximate what we were doing, and just tried it herself and was doing it for a little bit, and then made one that she really liked and decided to post it on her own personal Instagram and tagged us and hashtag pancake art, and we saw it and we were like, oh, they're really good. And so we DM'd her and just like, hey, random person on the internet, are you interested in a pancake art job?
And I was like, this is a scam. No, I was 18, so I talked to my parents, and they were like, this sounds like a really good opportunity. We just got to drive 6 hours to St. Louis. And I was like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
But it worked out.
Yes, hello, stranger from the internet. Would you like to come to our apartment and talk about pancake art?
Exactly.
So yeah, and then we just gave her a bunch of stuff and said, okay, go get good. And yeah, and I mean, Dana was still looking at colleges, going
Yeah,
to
I was
school.
18 during a gap year, so I was just like, no, I have to go to college.
Yeah, and eventually you decided to not go to school and join the pancake circus.
Yeah, and it was just because like the vibe was like, we need more artists, like it was a fledgling company, and they were like, we can make it work part-time if you want. It's just, if you're interested in this, you could postpone college more and then just like move here and you'll have immediate work in the art field. And my parents kind of saw the opportunity. I didn't, because I'm like, that's weird. And they were like, yeah, but like being able to apprentice, because I was a pancake artist apprentice for 2 years.
That's a real thing.
That's a real thing I put on my taxes.
Me too.
Yeah, and it's
Me 3. I was the first one.
Yeah.
Ben, do you know my story too?
Yeah. Do you want me to tell everybody's story? I can do. Okay. So Lee was worked as a cook at a residential treatment facility, and he would make breakfast for all the people that were stay. It was inpatients, so the people lived there, and he would make breakfast for them in the morning, and they would all come in and get their breakfast. Then we'd be done and have nothing to do, and he's just kind of twiddling his thumbs, and he got a wild hair and decided to try making a face out of some of the food items he had lying around, like the eggs and stuff. And then eventually one of the people there was like, hey, have you heard of this pancake art thing? and he showed it to him, and he was just like, "Oh, holy crap! I've got an entire freaking vat of batter. I'm going to try this." So, and he didn't have any bottles or piping bags or anything like that. So he, being the ingenious individual that he is, took a giant coffee filter and turned it into a piping bag. He just filled it with batter and then just kind of like rolled it into the approximate shape of a piping bag and just like snipped the end off of it.
Were you being sarcastic, or you're like the genius he is? Because I'm like,
I
I think
said-
that's actually kind of a good idea.
No, that was
I
I was
no, I'm yeah.
I was
Oh, okay,
that
Sounded
was-
legit to me. This feels really good to hear.
yeah.
All right,
Uh,
proceed. I apologize.
I was searching for a different word and I couldn't find it, so I was like, that
Okay.
one.
Sounded like you were like the genius he is.
No, I said ingenious.
Oh, okay, the ingenious he is.
But either way, and he started messing around with it, and then he started posting stuff to his Instagram, and much it's a little in a very Groundhog's Day fashion. We saw it and we liked it, and we said, "Hey, person, stranger on the internet, have you ever thought about doing pancake art as a job?" And then we hit him up. We sent him stuff, and at one point I had a gig out there because I remember I went out there and hung out with you at your work, and
Oh yeah.
yeah, and that's when I gave you bottles and stuff, and because we kind of like some little tips and things, and we just hung out. We didn't actually. I don't think we made any pancake art there. It was mostly just us chilling and talking.
Yeah.
And then I mean, I think you'd already. I don't know if you were already working for us at that point, or if you were about to, or it was.
No, I mean, for a while I was just. I mean, so for me, part of my like personal recovery, pancake art really helped me to kind of calm my mind down and things like that. So when I originally reached out to you guys, it was just like, hey, this is a hobby I'm really enjoying. Do you have any suggestions on, color things, like how to the color gradients, how to just improve in certain areas? And as you guys started getting bigger, I started getting better, and that's when I got my call to be an apprentice artist.
And
So
here we are.
The moral of the story is that no one gets into this in a normal way, because you're looking at 3 of the most experienced like pancake artists in the world, and we all just kind of were like, I guess we'll try it.
I
Nobody.
do think I'm going to be teaching a class at one of our events that we're working together. I think all 3 of us are working an event together.
Oh, in Florida?
Next month.
Is
Yeah.
that cool. I didn't know who was going to be on that. So yeah, we do see Lee, which is cool. We do get to see our boy.
Yeah, because I live in Arizona and the company's in St. Louis, so the cross section is if there's a gig for your boy, I'm working usually with one or both.
Yeah, I'll see Lee on Monday, actually tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I
Wait,
have to drive
tomorrow?
to Phoenix, and I keep forgetting that I
Ah.
have to drive to Phoenix.
So that means you do have to vote tomorrow.
Yes. Yeah, that's what I said.
Okay, I was just.
My
I
flight.
thought it was the day after tomorrow. I'm
My
so-
flight is at 4 p.m. So I
Right,
need to
right,
vote
right.
before then.
I want to answer some questions from chat. People are saying, is that Ash Williams on the left? Yes, it is. And he's almost done. I'm just going to take 1 second to check in on our goal. How are we doing?
Good question. How are we doing? on
We're
that?
at 17 go. So, guys,
Not bad.
if we can get to 100 little ghosts, then Dana will wardrobe change into a Moodang pancake or a
well-
Moodang costume.
while making a Moodang pancake in a costume.
Of Moodang on Halloween.
So lots
This
to
is
wrap
so
your head
fun.
around, but if you want to see something wild,
It's going to be funny because you're going to see me at a stark disadvantage. It's a stupid costume.
Visibility will be limited.
Yeah. So please, throw some baby ghosts at us. I see some comments saying flip. I am working on them. I had that a little lower so I could really throw the details in there. By the way, I hope that all looks right. I just made up a knife fight in my head. One goes over, one goes under. Like, go! You're not gonna get me. You saw me gripping the spatula. I was trying to think of what a knife looks like.
We got some coming in. We've got salt.
Whoa! Okay, I think
we just got it. Yeah, we just got this.
Wow! Yeah. Okay, great.
Holy, thanks. Solve. Well, what's their full name? I hate how.
I know it's not showing. It's not
solve. Solve for Crypt 646.
Solve for Crypt.
Yeah.
So
Thank
were
you
they
so
the
much.
were they the donor?
All these ghosts coming in. We also got a bunch that came in from Not Toon Rami. Thank you so much.
Nice. All right, real quick, I'm gonna flip Ash Williams, and then we'll talk about that goal because that will be my next pancake. Ready?
And Saul, he says you can call me Saul.
Cool.
Just
1, 2, 3.
After that fact.
Oh, sticking. Hold on. There he is.
Nice.
Yeah, that looks good. I don't know this gentleman, so hope
you
that
should
works.
Watch the Evil Dead movies; they're very good.
Then I should.
I mean, you might be able to. I mean, depending, like, because the first one was meant to be serious, and then the second, third, like, they kind of went a different direction. So
I'm gonna show the
you
picture.
could potentially not watch the first one and still get the gist.
I'm not mad at that likeness.
No, it's not bad at all.
No, it's very good.
For my first portrait of the day, which usually it's like riding a bicycle, you got a few awkward pedals and you got to figure out what you're doing. It's not a bad portrait. I like his stern expression.
Shigra in TikTok says, "How have you never seen an Evil Dead movie?" And I agree, but I understand it.
Apologies. I don't watch a lot of films.
She's a wee baby.
I'm a wee baby.
If it's not an obscure documentary on YouTube, she's not watching.
Yeah. Okay, so
if it is an obscure documentary on YouTube, she will definitely tell you all about it.
Yes. All right. So it's Mudang time, right?
Oh yeah, I guess that.
Okay. So
So while you get that costume on, Ben, do you want to hop in and make?
No, Lee. It'll take legit like 2 seconds. It's not a hard costume.
Okay.
It's actually a very soft costume.
It is actually, Ben. While I flip this, would you mind grabbing it from the porch?
Yeah.
You'll see it. It's by the steps up to the.
All right. BRB.
In the meantime, if you see this and you have a request that's not catered to like a wider audience, like you want to get your profile picture made or you want to have your pet or anything like that, you can make a commissioned request on dancakes.com/request, and it'll let you upload your picture and we will make it for you. It brings mouthwashing. That is a cool game.
All right, I've got Mike Myers versus Ghostface. Ready? This is all off my head, so this is purely unique. You ain't never seen this before. Thank you. All right, 1, 2, 3. Oh, they're duking it out. Now let me lean that so there's not as much glare on it. But I hope you can make that out okay.
Kylie, yeah. If you go and pop into our the Pancakes, I'll type it also into the chat you're in.
Ben, can we get a 45 on that?
Yeah.
Oh, Moberry says I'm obsessed with it. I'm so glad. Look at him, Duke.
So yeah, if you go to Dr. Dink, oops, sorry.
No, it's all right. Go ahead.
We'll do it right now, Kylie. If you go in there and you are paying for the pancake time, you jump the line. If we're not actively working on a pancake, whatever you upload is going to be what we make. Now, I will say that we obviously aren't going to do anything that is offensive, things like that. There's definitely not a carte blanche, but most things, remember, we're doing pancakes, which are good times, fun times. But we'll make whatever, like if you have a company logo, if you have, the website is drdancake.com. I'm typing it.
No, it is not. It is not.
Dancakes.com.
What?
Dancakes.com.
Oh, just pancakes? My. Whoa.
Ah!
Have you been putting drdancake.com? I have no idea where that is.
All right.
Pancakes.com/request. Sorry.
Hey everybody, it's me, Moo Dang, starring on the Pancake stream.
Do I need to get the water hose?
Maybe. Does the mouth look right?
It looks great.
Thank you. Hi everybody, it's me, Moo Dang.
Moo don't.
No, someone said that's Moo Don't. Can they hear me okay? Can you guys hear me?
No.
That's me, guys. I'm Moo Dang. I can't find anything.
So, I know this is gonna be fun. So, this is coming to you. What did Adam say?
What?
No, Kevdar, we see your request. That I'm writing things down as well. But if you did request it again, that'd be great. All right, get started, Dana.
I am. Guys, drop a horse emoji. I don't know if there's a hippo. If there's a hippo, drop that. But if you like my Moo Dang costume, I do have a bow for it. Put a bow emoji if you'd like me to put the bow on Moo Dang, not the fire. Should I put a bow on it?
Right now.
Ben, if they type the bow emoji, you gotta go grab it from the other room, please.
What am I grabbing?
Hold on, they haven't said the bow emoji yet. If they say the bow emoji, then I'm gonna accessorize my Moo Dang suit.
Okay.
Just get it started, Dana.
I am. Looking for a picture.
Oh, here we go.
I need 5 bows. I need 5. Okay. Alright, Ben, go grab the bow. Dang it. I'm just bossing Ben around because I have...
Grab that bow.
Where is it?
It's on the table. You'll see it. It's a blue bow.
In the
lounge? The other room. With all my stuff.
There's 3 other rooms.
You're right. It's in the bathroom, you nutcase. Bazinga. Yeah, check in the bag. It's 1. Y'all paid for this. Thank you, Ben. Alright, everybody feel pretty now? Can you see it?
There.
Can you guys see it? Wait, why is it gray on screen? That's so weird. Oh, is the green screen taking it? I'm dead.
I mean,
it's a Moo Dang colored bow.
The green screen fudges the colors a little bit, so.
So this is our goal. Thank you for contributing to our goal. This is Moo Dang time.
Gosh, now I need to think of a new goal.
Right. No, you guys are amazing. We've been passing all our goals like crazy fast.
Katana, I'm gonna type the link in chat, the correct link in chat.
I got it. All right.
And that'll take you right there. pancakes.com/request.
How do I open this? Sorry, y'all. I need a picture of Pesto Penguin.
Yeah, it is.
So, Ben, you're not really coming through on the mic.
I'm not coming through on the mic.
You're real quiet.
You're quiet.
I'm surprised I can be heard.
Yeah, it's oh yeah, no, it is really quiet. Why is my mic quiet?
So, Acel, and if you go to the website, that is basically
because I was muted.
So that's commissioning a spot. There is a fee for it, but it jumps you right in line. Otherwise, for free, what we're doing is we're taking requests in chat. We're doing spooky theme stuff right now, and there's a bunch of, we've got a couple requests written down, so we get to what we can. The commissioning is if you want something that is more personalized, like your face, things like that,
Yeah.
or
Your face, a loved one,
picture,
a pet, something personal and meaningful, and and we will take that reference. You can upload an image, whatever image you want, and we'll take that reference and make a pancake out of it, and then later on, we'll take a high-res image of that and send it to you, so you can have that in your arsenal forever.
And you get to jump the line, basically. It becomes the next pancake
Yeah,
we're making.
and you get to, you get something cool, and you get to help us out, because we're a small business. We're trying to. We're doing these live streams on our own time and our own volition, and we're just trying to figure out ways to make it so we can keep doing them as often as possible.
Yeah.
How are we feeling about this so far? I can't see chat. Is everyone like...
I mean, I'll tell you, Lee's liking it a lot.
Great.
I think it's adorable.
Thank you.
Kai thinks it's adorable too.
That's great. I feel like this needs to be a fluffier costume. 1 second. There we go. That's more like it. You know what? I'm gonna give Mudang little flipper feet. Like she's really committed to the costume.
As they should be.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have a couple stream requests that when we're ready for them.
Bennett broke.
Oh no.
Well, I could use a number 1. Sorry, sir. In the gray.
Banana Mobster on Twitch says that it is very adorable. Also, shout out Banana Mobster.
Oh no. Oh no, where am I peeling? Oh, we'll make that eye again. Do not fret.
Here's your black.
Boop.
Oh, the base broke.
That's what I'm saying. Sorry, y'all. Technical difficulties.
I thought the tip broke. That's usually what happens. I need a towel.
So since we're talking spooky scaries, anybody have some
here?
Anybody have
So I tried
some
to be clever and
horror
dress up for
movies, some
Halloween.
spooky cartoons, any of those kinds of things that they
Got a
like?
suit on
What's your
with
favorite
colored pancake
horror
batter that
movie?
could stain it. Okay, there you go.
Hey, thank you.
Kai loves Terrifier. I actually made a really cool Terrifier pancake at my last event.
No one get mad at me, but I've never heard of Terrifier.
Well, honestly, Dana, no one expects you to have heard of anything.
Dang it, my bottle.
Truer words, Acel.
What's up?
Life is the scariest thing I experience daily.
Yeah.
It is frightening.
But that's why we're here to do pancake art, which is just good times and cathartic.
Yeah,
I was very relaxed.
It's a nice little reprieve from the
world.
Yeah.
Is anyone commenting on the absurdity of me in costume, or is this just kind of expected at this point?
I mean, there's a little bit of that going on in my own head, but I haven't verbalized it.
That's great.
No, it looks great. I'm just impressed that you're just doing it. Ben, while Dana's working on that, do you want to pick your own next goal?
The next
throw that
goal?
up there, and we'll talk about it.
Yeah, we can.
And then just dealer's choice. Shigra, over at TikTok. The mask is nightmare fuel. The art is awesome.
Thank you.
It's true. A nice balancing act.
Wow, this batter's peeled.
Kai, why did I just realize Mudang is wearing a pesto costume?
Because greatness takes time to understand.
It has to ferment.
Exactly. Wow, this is real peely. I won't have to fix that yet. In a little bit. I can fix that there. What do I want here? This one.
Allie asks, what made you decide to make art from pancake batter?
Well, you know, I'm just a regular Joe. Just thought it'd be fun.
Just a regular hippo?
Regular hip Joe. I saw it online being posted by this company I never heard of, and I just thought it looked like a lot of fun. And I actually started doing it for my little brother. I would just get up before he went to school, and I would make it for him as sort of a way to be like, well, you know, this way it's not going to waste, and we can bond over it, and it was a really fun bonding thing for us, for sure. And I still go home on holidays, and he still wants pancakes, so I do that.
Yeah, and I mean, the same thing for me is I'm not one of the first people or anything, so I also was seeing pancake art like on Instagram, things like that, specifically from Pancakes. And I mean, I was a cook, and so when we would do brunches and things like that, I would have like a giant vat of pancake batter that I was making pancakes out of. So when I saw pancake art, I was like, all right, I will make that. So I grabbed a 2-gallon coffee filter, piped it, put it in there, and used like a piping bag on a flat top grill. Where are we streaming from, Shigra? Dana and Ben are in St. Louis, and I'm in Tucson, Arizona, which is why I don't really get to have a turn hopping on the griddle. But I love keeping an eye on chat. I love participating that way. Yeah.
I'm still working on my goal. So
Okay. Does that mean
Cool.
you're trying to trade off soon, or should I go a little?
no, you're good.
Okay.
I'm just trying to decide what I want to do, and I think I know what I'm gonna do now.
Is it a pancake?
It is. Oh, I gotta do a puzzle for TikTok
Aw.
Live. TikTok Live Studio thanks for being inactive, so I gotta do a puzzle before they kick us
You're a
off.
robot.
Okay, there. Now I can get back to what I was working on. I think our video backgrounds on the green screen are making the computer run a little slow.
Aw.
It's okay. No
one
one on the other end is noticing. I'm just like, oh,
no, it's fine.
I'm clicking on the thing and it's taking a while.
So, Allie, asking, do you guys eat any of the pancakes or just preserve and sell them on the website? If you are interested in preserving any of these pancakes, you can also go to our website and make kind of a request for it there. But a lot of times when we do our stream, we're using batter that we mixed for an event that's just kind of leftover batter, so as not to waste the batter that we have. So the batter that we're using on stream, while still totally fine, is just usually like a day or two old that's been in the refrigerator. So what we do is we compost it.
Do.
So it's not to have,
Yeah,
that's right.
Okay, so I'm I'm ready to shout out my goal here. So
here we go.
So we want 1,000 heart puffs.
Dang, that's a lot.
Well, they're only one coin, so 1,000 heart puffs, and we will make thick Thanos.
Okay.
All right.
I do think when we meet that goal, we can trade off Benjels.
All right.
So I've probably been going about an hour, yeah?
Yeah. It's all right. So there we go. It is pinned, and we're ready to go.
65 minutes.
So if y'all want to see thick Thanos, need 1,000 of the little puff hearts. I know it sounds like a lot, but it's actually the exact same amount of coins as the last goal.
And thank you to everybody who's chatting. Thank you for everyone who's liking and following us, things like that. And thank you, even if you're just in chat, watching and enjoying it. We're a great background for. I think a few streams ago we had someone who said that they were drawing. They were inspired to start drawing on their own while watching our stream in the background. And,
Oh, that's so cool.
yeah, I think that was 2 streams ago.
All right. So.
I have a request.
Did everyone stop talking?
You ready for a request, Dana?
Yeah.
It's gonna be the Heath Ledger Joker.
All right.
From Nolan.
Okay.
If you're still here, Nolan, we're getting that going.
Yeah, sound off, Nolan.
She-Ra, oh my god, oh my goodness, the little feet. Yeah, before that Mudang gets flipped, please, everyone, feel free to share it to a friend, bring a friend in. Thank you for the follow, Cruz. Yeah, please make sure you're following us and doing all those things so you can see when we go live. We're trying to get this going as often as we can. And if the algorithm helps to push us forward and people get to see us more, then it shows us that we are on the right track and moving forward. Thank you all so much for being here with us.
By the way, I'm not seeing any messages from Nolan. I would love to take a chat request from someone in chat if he or they
This
are
is
gone.
what these are chats. These are what we've got right now. Is I got a Spooky Joker and a Zombie Taylor Swift from Look What You Made Me Do. I don't remember.
Well, sound off if you're one of those requests. Because, there's no point making a request for someone who's not here to watch it. Ideally. Okay, Allie says me. Which was yours, Allie? The Zombie Taylor Swift? Is that right? Zombie Taylor Swift, got you. Let's do it. Clear a little room there for myself. Oh, that was not hard to make. It was not terribly hard to make the pancake in the head. The problem was that the headphones in the mask squeezed my head so much, so I'm like, whoa. All right, Ben, I think, how's the goal doing? Because if we hit that soon, then I'm just going to trade off.
We're at 0 so far.
Oh, no!
These things. You're going to probably switch before the goals hit.
Okay.
Well, that's unfortunate, guys.
Well, 1,000 is an intimidating number, but guys, they are the really small.
The heart puffs.
The heart puffs are very.
It's. So yeah, the actual goal itself is literally the same amount of coins as the previous goal.
It's just the same thing again.
Yeah, I just picked a much cheaper gift.
That's okay, Kai.
Yeah, no expectations.
Like we demand that it gets done. It's just we have a goal put up there.
A
long-term goal.
I just really want to make thick Thanos. That's all.
So is he thick for Halloween or what?
No, I mean he is, but also for the other 364 days of the year too.
Okay. Ben has just said, Halloween theme's great. I just want thick Thanos.
Yeah. Yes.
Which I support. Maybe if the chat yells about it, you could put him in a tiny little skeleton mask or something. But also, thick Thanos would be terrifying because he'd be just as powerful as an endgame, but like even more now.
So instead of a snap with thick Thanos, do a clap?
Yeah.
Yeah! Lee, that's why you're here. Alright, Zombie Taylor Swift time.
Mia, I can tell from here it does need a little bit more time before it flips, but I'm keeping my eye on it. And when that Mudang is ready to flip, I will try to get Dana to hop on it. But it is definitely not ready yet. It'll tear it in pieces. I'm excited to see it too. But it is, I mean, it's getting close. It's very close. Allie, what's your favorite T Swift song? Hey, Mizuno Sonata.
What's up?
We met at Stream of Many Things in 2018, and boy, was that a fun. Allie loves all of them. Can't pick a favorite. Oh, that was such a highlight, Mizuno. I loved. Got to do a couple of things with Wizards of the Coast, and my favorite, like my wheelhouse, is doing monsters and things like that. So it was such a fun time making people's original characters and things. Kayla has the archer stuck in their head. Dana, do you want to check and see if Mudang is getting flippable?
I think Mudang needs just a teeny bit longer. There's some moisture there in the middle, but we're close. Alright, let's get a little ribcage action going. It's not a zombie unless you got an exposed ribcage. Remember when zombies were like the thing for a few years back in like I'd say 2012? Remember
And
that?
now nobody does zombies anymore. Zombies are gone.
Is that sarcasm?
No.
Oh. You remember,
My
it's just
kid-
zombie was the big thing.
I watched the first season
So
of
when
Walking Dead.
was really popular, yeah.
Yeah.
My kid is 5, and about 2 months, maybe a month ago, he had his first like legit, we got to talk about it nightmare, and
Aw.
he said that a zombie baby was chasing him and he couldn't
No.
run away. I'm like, yeah, that does sound terrible.
Welcome to the world, buddy. Sometimes you just have a nightmare about zombie babies. Alright, let's check on Pesto
Yeah.
Dang.
Okay.
Alright. Oh, I'll flip it in the mask too.
Yeah.
So, admittedly, the headphones in the mask kill my head, so I'm going to take the headphones off for a moment.
This is happening. Everyone, just smash
Oh,
the
my
likes
little
for this flip. And if you feel generous, feel free to throw gifts at this. Maybe some of those heart puffs so you can get a thick Thanos.
Yes. Alright, here goes. 3, 2, 1. Mudang Pesto Pancake! That's cute. I'm gonna rotate that. We've got a little bit of glare today, I've noticed. There we go.
I mean, it's not, I think what you're saying on the TV is not,
Okay.
because it's not over here.
45 degrees, sir. I like
We
that
got
one.
Mizuno Sonata, oh, that's so
Halloween
cute.
this
Kai
year.
saying, oh, it turned out so good. Mia thinks it's so cute. That's really good.
I like that one. Thank you for. I'm sorry, is someone talking right now?
No.
Okay, great. Thank you for helping us reach that goal. That was fun. And I got to try making pancakes in the mask. Now I'm gonna put my headphones back on so I'm not talking over people, probably. Ugh. That's so lovely. Hope you guys like it.
Dana is a maestro.
Thank you. That's very kind. Ben, you could go back to overhead when you get a sec. Very pleased with that.
I want to get a Steam Deck over there.
What?
Steam Deck.
A Stream Deck. Sorry, I have a Steam Deck. I want to get you guys a Stream Deck for the studio, so you can have kind of at your side push button. You can make stuff like that.
Yeah, well, we will at some point.
How are we like?
So yeah, so when we're talking about doing gifts and raising money and things like that, a lot of that is part of it is like helping us to achieve our goals and get more improvements and more things into our stream and things like that. So and just have a better stream for everything.
You might notice
That's looking really cool.
Thank you. I was just gonna say you might notice I'm standing today, which is not ideal, but that
For you.
stupid chair, huh?
For you.
Well, yeah, for me. That stupid chair is so loud and annoying. So that's one of the things is I think in the future we're gonna have a replace the chair stream, and we're just trying to make all these little things that really add up in the long scheme. Because like I couldn't bear to submit the chat today to.
It's a squeaky chair.
It's a spat
Like
chair.
we had it since the dawn of time.
Since the dawn of the company, which that's nuts.
So Allie on TikTok is asking how don't they burn if you leave them on the grill? It's a low temperature, so it's around between 200 and 250, which is about 200 degrees at least lower than what you would normally cook pancakes at. So they have plenty of time that they can sit on there before you would get anything close to burning or even really browning. They would have to be, I think you could have it on there you could probably have it on there for almost 20 minutes before you'd actually start to run into any sort of discoloration issues, and even then it still wouldn't be burning. That would probably take about 30 minutes.
Well, really quick, I just had a related thought to what we were just talking about a second ago. Guys, for anyone who's just joined, we are taking personalized requests today for the first time in this sort of streaming kick we've been on. And that means that you can get whatever you want as a pancake. It doesn't just have to be Googleable image. It can be your phone screen. It could be you. It could be your profile picture. It could be your pet. You could send us a picture through dancakes.com/ what is it? Requests. dancakes.com/requests. And the reason I bring that up is because we're talking about all these aesthetic improvements for the stream, and we freaking hate that chair with a passion. So if literally one person were to get that today, we could afford a new chair. And if I were cruel, I would put the chair here and I would squeak it to let you know how bad it is, but I'm not going to do that.
Go watch one of the old live streams and listen to Dana.
Exactly.
No. Oh, sorry.
So yeah, Shiegra, or Shigro, however, but either ways, is asking if we just stream on TikTok. No, we are streaming on TikTok, but we're also streaming on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. So we're streaming to essentially every platform that will allow us to stream to them. Unfortunately, especially the Facebooks and Instagrams of the world, and I mean, there's not quite as many features we can take advantage of as far as the gifting and stuff. But it's Dr. Dancake or Dr. Dancake. It's or you can just look up Dancakes. It's the same on every platform. We're responding to the TikTok chat a lot, but that's simply because it's the busiest chat. We can see everybody. I can see Mizuno. I see you over there on and
Banana Monster's over there
Monster, and
too.
yeah, and haven't seen a whole lot of YouTube people piping in. It was hopping whenever we first started. YouTube was actually really busy right off the bat, but it's been kind of quiet. If y'all want to chime in
You got
and
some people in there.
participate.
Just
Oh yeah,
just
no,
walk by them.
yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah, no, there's about 20 people just chilling, and that's awesome. Uh, yeah, it's we like it when people want to chat us up, but we also love it when y'all just want to chill and watch.
All right. So do we have like a next request that makes sense? Because Ben, I do think unless it's like a really grabby request for me, I'm gonna hop off.
Okay.
So, Lee, have you been seeing any requests coming in of note?
Well, word on the streeter, I had written down that you wanted Sully from Monsters Inc., but now you're saying Scooby Doo. Which would you prefer? Oh, also Kai has been saying Curly from Mouthwashing for a long time, I think that would be exceptionally cool.
What is that?
It is a really weird psychological mess you up video game that just came out.
Okay, let me look up the image and
about
see.
people who are, just transporting mouthwash is all.
Oh.
That's all they're doing?
Curly mouthwash.
Well, Ben, that's all they're doing, but they get into some stuff. I watched a streamer go through it, and it was an experience.
Is it the bandage one?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that one as my last, and then Ben will hop on in my place. I just realized I didn't put any green on this zombie, so I'm sprinkling it in there.
Kai, one of our artists does just straight up drink the batter. It's weird.
Mm-hmm. Sure is.
It's weird.
Not disgusting at all.
It does taste good. I have tried a little bit, and it's like, yeah, it's good. It's just it's like a weird texture expectation.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd be like into the drinking of the batter. Like the pancakes taste good. I can totally see eating the pancakes. That makes perfect sense. But like, it won't hurt you. There's no raw ingredients in there. There's no like raw eggs or anything like that that you have to worry about. Yeah. To each their own. I'm not gonna yuck anybody's yum. If they like it, they like it.
So let's get a request next. Well, Ben, check on that goal if you would.
I can do that.
I'm doing Curly from Mouthwash right now.
1 currently.
Why?
Boy, y'all just don't want to see thick Thanos. Okay, I guess maybe I need to change the. All right, well, how about this? I'm going to ask the chat. Anyone on any platform, like, feel free to chime in. If we meet, like, I'll change the goal to whatever y'all want. Just tell me what it is.
Well, and Ben, a thought that came to my mind is you could potentially turn that into a like goal, and we could see if people want to try to get us to some crazy number of likes or something. That's a free goal. You know, mix it up a little bit.
Either way, so I want to see what the chat comes up with for our goal here.
Cool.
Since we've only got one, so we're not we won't be subverting someone who's, say, given 500 or something like that. Apparently I'm the only one here who wants to see thick Thanos, and that's okay.
Well, a risk you take is making a goal that you really want to do regardless. Kai is all about mouthwashing, so they are just super excited, and I'm excited this actually as well.
This looks like
I know this image.
This looks like a game that would be up my alley, honestly. I might check it out.
Which is which, Shigra? The one that is waiting to be cooked and flipped, or what is mouthwashing? So that's a video game. Lupo the Husky, I would have noted that. It's a game that is kind of, it's sort of like a story game. You're kind of playing through the story, you're collecting items to kind of get farther and farther. And it is an indie game for sure. And a lot of time jumping and things like that throughout it. And it's just about a group of people who are space freighters, basically, and they're delivering a bunch of mouthwash.
I love
And
that vague
it
premise. I love it.
becomes one of them becomes what Dana's making a pancake. I don't want to talk too much about it for anyone who might be interested in checking it out, but it goes off the rails.
I like the look of it so far.
Yeah.
So what is the next request, Lee?
Word on the streeter wanted either Sully from Monsters Inc. or Scooby-Doo Dealer's Choice.
Okay. I'd like to do a Silly from Monsters Inc. I really like doing that like fur texture on pancakes.
Great. And then after that, I've got Lupo the Husky wants a Demogorgon from Stranger Things.
Ooh.
I'm gonna give that one to Ben. So Ben, if you want to get a reference image for yourself ready, like, whatever you want to do, you're welcome to take the iPad in just a second here because I have my own. But then that's when we'll trade off.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my tablet, but it's not charging very fast. Our chargers, why is the
And
charger
if we can
unplugged?
get to 15,000 likes, we're at 14.3K. If we get to 15,000 likes before Dana is finished, I will try to convince Ben to make a thick Thanos. And with that, we've already jumped up point.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, was it already there?
It's already there.
Wow, that's fantastic. Thank you guys so much.
Yeah. Well, I guess it's gonna happen whether y'all like it or not.
This is turning out really cool, Dana.
Well, thank you. I'm having fun with it. So it's an interesting thing because usually I would make my shadow colors different than a lot of the other colors going on, but this just straight up has red shadows. So we're just gonna lean in.
I'm personally so mesmerized that I've been quiet. Sorry about that.
No, don't be sorry. Nothing wrong with
So
this.
Dana, you kind of brought up something like your thought process a little bit when you're shading. What are some things that you think about when you're looking at an image and you want to shade it and things like that? Like, what are some of your thought processes?
Yeah, that's a good question. So
I know, I know, I'm very smart.
yeah, I like to have kind of a balanced color scheme overall. So like for something like this, if it were shaded gray, I would have shaded it blue because the blue, the aqua contrasts the orange and the red and the white while also making the aqua of the eye pop out. You know, it's just sort of that color theory of like place your colors where you want people to look. And so by highlighting the blue on the outside, it's sort of your eyes drawn to the blue on the inside. I'm also just kind of talking nonsense. Like it's all up for debate and it's all just, you know, as like case by case. But like that's how I tend to think of it. This one though will be like, oh sorry, I said outline. I meant the shadows. But like I try to keep in mind that the brightest part of the pancake will often catch the attention of someone first. So if I wanted to go in really hard, there's like really harsh exposure on this picture, so I'm doing white. But if I wanted to make the eye for sure the point of interest, I could have made the bandages plain colored so that this remains the part the eye is drawn to, you know, the white horrifying eye. So I just like take that stuff into account. But I know that I also just have like some preferences. Like I know that I think aqua blue shadows, like on Jack here, go crazy. Ideally, I would have had my blue be a little lighter for these shadows. It cooked a little dark, which, you know, is not my favorite. I like really light baby blue shadows. But like, you know, I just kind of, I love color and I love the relationships between colors and how that can play into art. So, like for example here, the background is red, but I'm not going to do a red outline because I don't want it to merge too much in with the background. So I'm going to sprinkle some red in, and then I'm going to try to have it fade to black. So it's like this guy is in, he's the most highlighted. I really love color theory stuff, so I never mind these questions. It's mostly just having fun, but also like then you can justify sort of why you thought this would be a fun choice. You know? So we're gonna see how that turns out.
We're really good at making excuses.
Oh, here we go. So what are we flipping here?
This is Zombie Taylor Swift. Are we ready?
Let's hit those likes.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Zombie Taylor Swift.
Yes.
Ah, nuts. I'm gonna fix one thing. It looks like her pupil is looking down, and I wanted it looking to the side. There we go.
I didn't think it looked like that.
Oh.
Allie loves it.
That's great. I'm glad you guys like it.
All right, now we're doing Sully. For Word on the Streeter.
I do feel a bit foolish on this one, because Zombie's like... Taylor Swift is already pale, so ideally I would have given her some plain batter in her face, but you know what? Next time.
It works.
Yeah. And,
I made the content go.
I made what?
Very creepy in the best ways, says Banana Monster over on Twitch.
Well, thank you. You. Alright, I'm gonna do a Sully from Monsters, Inc. Ben, do you have your reference picture pulled up?
I will here soon. Why?
I mean, when I'm filling this one in, you can also just take the iPad.
Yeah.
So whatever. James P. Sullivan.
What?
You know, I could go really simple, but I'm gonna go with this one. I think that's fun.
That's cool.
I kind of miss Pixar's old style. Like, you can see it's a little dated, but I kind of like it, you know? It doesn't feel so realistic. I don't know how to explain it.
Hillary Massa on Insta says, wow, with 2 exclamation points. So
Oh,
you know.
shucks. Go over here, Taylor.
I think with the old Pixar style, it's like it was a creative decision taken out of necessity.
Exactly.
Versus now they can do whatever they want with much fewer restrictions.
Right.
And so it's limitation creates it enables creativity.
Well, that's interesting you bring that up because Sully was actually supposed to have tentacles, but they couldn't swing it animation-wise.
There you go.
It's Monsters, Inc. is 2005-ish? So they were just like, that's way too hard on our systems, that's too much time, he's the main character. So they like do it for some background characters because they're not on screen very long, but fur was a lot easier back then to render. Still difficult.
They had to create an entire system to render the fur on that.
Yeah.
That was the first time.
Yeah, so yeah, what I was gonna say is they like really put that effort into the fur apparently. Because it was like, oh, we can't do that, but we could do this and do it really, really well.
Kai asks if we've seen the Monsters, Inc. series. Not only is the answer yes, but Dana, you and I, there was like an exhibit in, I think, Chicago that was about like Monsters Inc. It was like for the Monsters Inc. University was coming out, and we
Yeah.
did an event for them.
That was cool.
Yeah, it was a cool event. It was hard because there was so many 3D images that were being asked for, and it was before I knew about looking at vector images.
Hmm.
So I struggled my way through trying to make a bunch of 3D images as pancakes, and it was a few years ago. So, but it was really cool because after we got finished, we had a little bit of time, and we got to go to this really cool museum display about kind of how the animation process works and all that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm. No, it's always cool when you get to like work in a museum and then you get to kind of see what the museum exhibit is about. I've had a few of those, and it's always really cool.
Dr. Pancake, how do you know when to flip since the temp is much lower than a regular pancake?
That's a good question. So, it's usually just, I mean, at this point, it's like a feel, you know? At this point, I've flipped tens of thousands of these, all of us have. And so it's just sort of like you get kind of the feel for when it's ready, but the big indicators are when it looks matte on the back. So you can kind of see there's some shine on this one. And maybe you can't. It's more of an in-person thing. But on the back of Taylor, she's a lot more matte.
Yeah, you can see the shine a little bit.
Yeah. It's just, does it look much different from Taylor here?
Yeah, I say don't trust the TV. You don't.
No, I'm just asking if it looks different. Because that's just like a kind of a...
Shine, shine. Yeah, I can see it. I'm on our TikTok stream on my phone. I can see shine.
Sick. Yeah, so it's the big one is do not flip it when it's liquid. The big thing too is we know they're ready when they can be separated from the griddle. So you'll see us doing that carving thing, and then once it goes dook, and it like the last piece detaches from the griddle, we know we can flip it because that means the entire bottom layer is solid and solid enough to flip. So the back can even be a little wet, but it's, you know.
That's what she said.
That's bazinga. But yeah, it's just making sure you don't do it too soon because no one wants to flip something that's just gonna burst into batter, you know, and just be like, oh, that was a waste.
Better burst in the batter than burst in the flames.
Yeah, true.
As my mom always said.
That is
It's
my
a
mom
weird
said that too.
conversation growing up. But...
You know what? It's weird advice, but not bad advice.
I like how it was like Sully is reacting to seeing Curly.
I like it. I like that he's John Goodman. I think that's a cute casting choice for a monster.
Kai over on TikTok was asking if we've ever seen the Monster Inc. series. I've seen the first one. I haven't seen the sequels.
You mean the series? It's a TV series.
Monsters Inc.?
What?
Yeah, there's a TV series. I imagine that's what they're asking. There was a TV series released about 2 years ago.
Well,
Monsters Inc.
I mean, either way, I saw the movie, the first movie.
I have not seen the series. I'll be real. I watched the first episode and I was like, this feels strange. You know, like I don't know.
I mean, did they get Billy Crystal and John Goodman?
They did.
Because, I mean, it also both of them at this point in their lives, I mean, at least, especially John Goodman, like, they sound this is not bad, it's just they sound old now, because they are.
Sure.
So it's just, you know, but the characters obviously, I doubt they've aged in the show.
Right.
So it's always kind of like how you were talking with the Incredibles sequel.
Oh, yeah.
Where it's like, yeah, it's like you can...
That one I just felt bad for the voice actors. That was so apparent.
Yeah.
I did not care for Incredibles 2 in any way, so
I still
I'm
enjoyed it. It wasn't as good as the first one, but
No.
like, how could it be?
If they tried on the script.
Deb's
I mean,
over on Instagram
if they didn't
says,
wait-
What's the hot plate in your Arno?
The what, I'm sorry?
What's the hot plate you're doing in your Arno? It's from Deb's
This is a Pancake griddle. This is actually designed by our company. We partnered with select brands to make it. And it is the perfect pancake art griddle designed by pancake artists for pancake artists. I know, you all have been waiting. It is a very handy griddle. We actually sell it as part of our kit on the website, and I super recommend it. It's a great griddle. The entire point of us designing our own is that we wanted the heating element on the bottom. You know, it's like usually like a square. You've got this like gray square of metal, and that's where the heat comes from. Ours snakes around a few times, and it makes it so that We've got a really even cook, so we don't have, different cooking tones on different parts of the pancake, I guess, is the best way I can think to put it. It's an even cook. That's the easiest way to put it.
Yeah.
And it's a really good griddle, if you ever just need a really good griddle, it's awesome.
It makes regular food too.
Yeah, and it does it
It makes
very
it really well. So Lupo the Husky over on TikTok is asking if we've ever made pancakes that just did not work. And yes, absolutely, 100%. It happens less often now, but also it's all relative because I'll make pancakes that I'm not particularly happy with, and then everybody's like, "That's great, it's fantastic." Even most recently, like I know it's a good pancake. It's like I did a mudang pancake. It's actually our second or third most recent video, and I think it didn't turn, and I think it's just a matter of expectations because it turned out really well, but it didn't turn out quite like I expected it to turn out. So it's like, it's like in my mind, I'm like, oh, it didn't turn out exactly how I expected it to turn out, so therefore it's not as good as it actually is. So yeah, but at the same time, like that is by far and away not. I've made much worse pancakes that I would never post.
We all have those.
Yeah.
Sure.
Or that we would post as a see, we're not perfect.
Exactly.
Post.
I think one of the harder things too is when you're doing a known person's portrait.
Ugh.
Because you can make what looks like just an exceptionally good face of a person, and then someone goes, "Who is that?" And you feel like you failed miserably.
Or worse, I was we were performing at Ripley's, and I was tasked with making who was it?
Robert Downey Jr.
Thank you. I was tasked with making Robert Downey Jr. For something for their social media, and I flipped it. And I had just made his forehead up top just a little wide. I kind of opened up his hairline. And so everyone kept coming up and going, "It's Johnny Depp." And I was like, "Oh, it looks like Johnny Depp, but that's not what I was supposed to be making." So, at least then I can lie to those people who don't know better and be like, "Yeah, I nailed that Johnny Depp."
Except they had to make a post about it. Like, look, Robert Downey Jr.
Except it was a contest between me and an Ash artist, where the Ash artist had already made their Robert Downey Jr. and of course they had more time and they probably were more talented and they were able to make it look like him, whereas I had a few minutes and then I didn't have time to remake it and I was like, no, it looks like Johnny Depp.
What medium were they working under?
Ash.
Oh, yeah.
But they probably got all the time they wanted too.
Yeah.
But also I'm not a sore loser. They bested me. I was bested. It's very easy.
You think Curly might be ready for a flip?
I think so. And then Ben, I'm going to switch off in a second if you've got that Demigorgon going.
Oh yeah, I need to. Yeah. I'm just gonna make fake commission requests because that's the easiest way to get the image over. Let's see. Let me get the. Who's pumped for season 5, right?
Dunno.
Of what?
Season 5 of Stranger Things.
Oh, yeah.
Apparently.
You know what? I don't think I've seen the very last episode, the last season.
And it's, and this is it. This is the end of it.
Haven't they been saying that?
No, they haven't.
Oh, okay.
This is...
Apologies.
But on this particular, on season 5, they very much said, this is the last one.
All right, here we go. Hit those likes. We got Curly flipping.
Yep. All right. Here goes. 1, 2, 2.5. Come on. Stop sticking. Boop.
Wow.
That's pretty insidious. It's pretty horrifying. Gore warning, I guess. Who requested this?
Was that you, Kai, or you just? I think it was Kai.
Kai,
or at least Kai is very excited about it.
Well, Kai, if it's what you asked for, I hope you like it.
Yeah, I was.
Cool, cool. And then Ben, whenever you're ready.
Yep, 2 seconds here.
Okay. I'm so glad we like it, y'all. Ben is going to be taking over from here. I'll do a little parade of my pancakes really quick, and then I'll flip Sully.
Because we also did a, we got to 15,000 likes, we were going to do Thick Thanos. So
Gotcha. I would tackle the Demigorgon first just because they've been waiting.
Oh, I mean, the Thick Thanos came first.
Okay. Well then, you got your thing for that.
Yeah, no, I got them both.
Sick. All right, here's Mudang dressed as Pesto Penguin. We've got Michael Myers fighting Ghostface. This was a donation request, like someone donated all of a goal, which was really kind. That was Moberries, if you're still watching Moberries. So with that, Sully's cooking quick. So, do we switch headphones? I forget.
Yes.
Okay. Oh yeah, Zombie Taylor Swift. She'll go to the side. Got this Jack Skellington that's been ruling the roost since the beginning of the stream. We've got this horrifying thing that should never be on food.
That's my favorite one you made.
Well, thank you. I'm gonna check out the game. Is it like, it's indie, is it like a lot on Steam or something? Is it like $60 or is it like one of those $10 ones?
No.
Or
It's, I don't know if I got, okay.
Thanks. Wow, these pancakes are sticky. All right.
It's $12.99.
Let's go.
Should stream you
give you
playing that game.
and give you a break from Goat Simulator.
Yes. I haven't been playing that as much lately. I kind of wore out the map. I'm going to take my headphones off. Ben, you can put those on whenever you feel like it. And
Goat
I'll
Simulator
tangle.
never did it for me.
I never actually watched or played watch. I never actually played it. I just was aware of it.
Goat Simulator?
But that's most games at this point in my life.
I mean, Goat Simulator is just Cocomelon. It's just, I'm bored. I'm going to run around and be a goat. There's no point to it.
So 215 TY Reno, it is an awesome request. We have 2 pancakes that are coming up before we would get to that. So if you hang out and
where'd you send your
stream,
reference to?
we can get to it.
Just curious.
Michael
Where'd you send your
Jackson from
Say what?
Thriller.
Where did you send your reference to?
They're in the email.
Oh, hope it's not.
It's should be fun.
All right. I'm sorry if I'm interrupting. I don't have my headphones on. Here goes nothing. 1, 2, 3.
Great.
Stick my headphones back on. That's really fun. I hope the details can come through because, like, I really love the eyes on that one.
They did.
That's awesome. No, the eyes
Why
are
don't
like.
you lift it up to the camera even more?
Is that sarcasm?
No, for real.
Okay, cool. Because it's blurry,
Zoom
but
in.
well, Ben's working on his reference right now, so this is good enough. But hopefully you can see that sort of weird two-tone going on in the eyes.
That's too good. But yeah, it comes through.
Cool. All right.
All right.
Look at that happy little group. That's horrifying.
Yep, I got both my images.
Seek. All right, here is Ben in his Halloween costume.
Well, it's not a costume. I dressed up for Halloween.
Oh, I just got that. That's clever.
It's-
I like it.
Thank you.
Good.
Ah!
All right.
I mean, the easiest thing you can always pull is that you're Bruce Wayne. If you
What?
ever wanted
No.
to. Just
What?
looks nice, like,
I missed half of what you said there.
I'm saying easy thing too to do if you're ever. Oh, Liz on TikTok says hi, Ben.
Hi. Hello.
You've heard him so much, but now you get to see him work.
Yep. I'm sorry. All right. And clean off this griddle and Dana's mess.
Well,
Okay. Gotta get another towel. My own pocket towel over here. Might take off my jacket so I don't get batter all over it. Prefer not to have to get this thing dry cleaned. Oh, one of my shirt buttons came undone. Alright. Move this over to my back pocket. It's exciting stuff, huh? Y'all get to watch me fiddle around with towels for 2 minutes before I start this pancake.
you with the suit and the fire goes crazy.
Yeah? Alright. Here we go.
Also, Lee, say something.
You there, Lee?
I think Lee has left.
All
Oh,
right.
go ahead. I'll see if he... Let's see. Did he send us a little message? Ooh, Haley says suit looks fire.
Oh, thank you. All right.
Oh, Lee had to dip.
All right. Well, so it's just...
You will make this in memory of Lee. Oh, wait, there he is.
What's happening?
Oh.
We were wondering where you went, our son.
Oh, I had to step. I'm starving, so I'm quickly making myself something to nibble on. Haley thinks that suit looks fire. I agree.
Thanks.
And they want a Corey Taylor pancake later. We have a couple that are in line right now, Haley, so stick around and quite possibly.
So if anyone's wondering why I was so obsessed with making this, because it was on Reddit this morning, and the headline was a clap, not a snap.
Oh, so Lee didn't make that up?
Well, I mean, it's just it's great minds think
Great
alike.
minds.
Yeah,
I like it.
because like, what else are you gonna say in that situation?
Yep.
Ah.
So Liz, I see you asking, how do we put in a request? It's a great question. So if it's just a general request, you're welcome to just yell it out here. But if you'd like a personalized request where you are put to the front of the line, and it can be anything, any picture you have, we can look at, that is going to be through dancakes.com/requests. It is dancakes.com/requests. That's like pancakes with a D. And if you go there, then you can fill out a form. For a donation amount, we can make whatever you want. So check that page out.
I'm doing pumpkin carving later this evening.
Let's go. I
Ooh.
was just talking about how I gotta carve a pumpkin soon.
I haven't carved a pumpkin in so long.
Oh, Ben, you lucky duck. Liz is hoping to get a Gengar pancake, Pokemon.
All right.
You lucky...
Lucky me. I don't know what that
Lucky
is,
boy.
but
Gengar's a fun one. He's like this crazy ghost type.
I know so little about Pokemon. All right.
definitely a little confused. Am I seeing hair?
Well, yeah.
Which one are you making right now?
I mean, I sent it to the WhatsApp chat if you
Oh,
want to look.
have a look. No, I will be surprised. I will be surprised.
So it's, it's actually someone's Halloween costume.
Gotcha. Okay, okay.
So it's essentially a cosplayed version of Thick Thanos, but
I like
also
it.
the best version of Thick Thanos.
I
Yeah.
like it.
What are y'all's favorite Halloween costumes you've ever had?
Ooh, a couple different answers there. So to before, when I was in middle school, before Roseanne turned into a crazy person, or I guess a bad crazy person rather than the good crazy person, I dressed as Roseanne for Halloween once, which really is just me, and I was basically just me in drag with pillows stuffed under my shirt and balloons.
And balloons.
Well, you know,
Okay, very cool.
they've got something that I don't.
Pillows and balloons.
And I won $10 for most creative costume.
I like it.
And let's see, but I'm trying to think. Other than, I mean, I've had some pretty good costumes that I've worn to. So our manager Hank does a Halloween party every year, and unfortunately, the last 2 years we missed it.
'Cause we're traveling.
Yeah, it's pancake artist problems. But 1 year I did. So I've went to 2, and 1 year I just wore my regular clothes, and I had some latex, liquid latex, lying around from a video that we had done. And so made some fake blood and look, and I put a bullet hole in my head, and that was it. That was my entire costume. Everything else was just normal.
It was very scary.
And then the next year, I took a pair of goggles that I had bought at an army surplus store, and put a pair of googly eyes inside of them, and put them behind my head. And that was my costume the next year, and I was happy with those. I was satisfied with my output.
I always love your approach to Halloween costumes because every time I've ever asked you what your costume is, you just stare at me, but like with sort of the stare of like you're posing as the thing. And there's never like a straight answer, and I respect that a lot. I like the idea of like it's sort of like how art says more about the viewer than it does the artist. I like that that's sort of your approach is you're like this is whatever you make of it. What I have done, my voice is irrelevant. This costume is the art is the moment when you see this costume, and I want you to describe it. And
That's an exceptionally generous read.
I'm tearing up, man. It's quite beautiful.
Thank you.
It's very inspiring.
But also, it was really quick and easy to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like, what do I do? I don't know.
Well, so is a white canvas in an art museum that they then call void or something. But the point is it's in a museum.
Yep. And either way, people enjoyed it, and some people laughed, and that's all I can really ask for at the end of the day. And this time around, I was just like, what do I want to do? And I just grabbed a suit out of the closet, and I dressed up for Halloween. It's not a costume. I just dressed up for Halloween. Simple.
Which, like, I didn't get that until just now. I like that.
Thanks.
Again, another banger.
So
My favorite.
I basically just turned my Halloween outfit is a dad joke. That's pretty much.
I like it. I like it. I like it.
My favorite costume that I wore. I was Ash Williams for Halloween once, and it was
Oh.
very cool. I had the chainsaw hand and everything. And then I'm excited about this year because we're taking my kid trick or treating, and I will be just exceptionally comfortable because I have like this, just like a black onesie with a ram's head. So it's just a very comfortable onesie.
Nice.
Very cool.
Yeah. I'm going to be very comfortable.
As you should be. You've earned it, Lee.
My kid is a zombie.
Aw.
Which they've also earned.
Mm-hmm.
I have many answers. So I was born on October 19th. I celebrated my birthday recently, and that just created this incredible bond between me and Halloween because I always grew up having my birthday and Halloween within like a week or two of each other, and just like it being so baked into that holiday, like that Halloween fall like spooky feel. So it's just like my favorite time of year. And so I have had many the dedicated Halloween costume. I love it. And many come to mind, but I will say first and foremost that my favorite, at least in a very long time, is what I will wear on Halloween this year. And I will be wearing it on the stream on Wednesday.
Oh, yep. So tune in on Wednesday if you all want to see. And I'm gonna wear something too different than this. We're gonna keep the variety going.
Yeah, and I put a lot into this costume because I just went a bunch of years where I kind of had like last minute costumes. You know, suddenly it was October 30th, and I was like, I didn't really have anything, and I don't really want to go spend a lot of money on a costume, and I got nothing clever. But this year I was like, enough is enough, and
I've had it.
Yeah, actually, I
I'm
felt so
fed
good
up.
actually putting effort into it again, and because I love that stuff. I love, you know, we're performers, and I get a kick out of like performing and like being in a funny costume and like having people tell me like, oh, I love the costume. Like that's just fun, and it's really fun for me and my personality specifically. Like I get such a kick out of it. So I actually went to Ren Fair in this costume I'm talking about, and it was awesome. I probably got stopped 50 times for pictures and just people wanting to talk about it, and I felt great. And it was, I'm just repeating myself, but it was awesome, and I'm going to wear it on Wednesday, so tune in. That's going to be our second Halloween stream.
I'm going to be fully in costume as well. You won't know about it because I'm
But
just
we'll-
a voice.
But we'll talk about it.
Lee will be the Invisible Man. Oh my god, what if, and so if you're in the stream now, you're hearing behind the scenes, what if
BTS.
we hung a hat from a fishing line next to the artist, and that was Lee, and when we talked to Lee, we could talk to the hat, and he's the Invisible Man.
That sounds
Fun.
cool.
What, no one likes that idea? I think that's
Nope,
darling.
no one does, Dana. Everybody hates it.
I liked that idea.
It's fine. It's fine. I guess.
Okay.
All right.
Hey, Dana, it's certainly an idea.
Yes, it is.
I liked it.
It is one of the ideas of all time.
Okay, well, what's your idea? You
Uh,
gotta put effort into your costume too. How are we doing it?
well, he'll tell you all about it on Wednesday.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm just talking.
Okay.
I'm just saying words.
Thank
Punch
you.
the
Wouldn't
bubble.
be Kitty on Instagram says do it. I agree. Also, I'm sorry. Ilari Masa. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. Ben was making someone's cosplay, their Halloween costume of Thick Thanos.
And now we're doing a Demigorgon.
Sick. Yeah. This was Demigorgon was for. I'm spacing on who wanted it, but I hope you're still here. Thank you. They said her idea was awesome. Wouldn't be Kitty. We're best friends now. I owe you one. Oh, Lupa the Husky.
Lupo.
Great. Glad you're still here. Okay, well, if everyone's gonna laugh at my ideas anyways, I would like to ask the chat about and you guys by extension, like Ben and Lee. I have to carve a pumpkin this year. Usually I'm so on it. Usually I've got a pumpkin carved by now, and I like to go kind of crazy with the jack-o'-lantern and like have a cool idea and have a big crazy execution of it. And I've got 2 ideas that I can't really decide between this year. So I'm just gonna go ahead and show the camera, I think. It's a little side thing. Oh, I don't want to knock the headphones down. Did these get shorter?
I mean, that one doesn't have an extension on it.
Okay. No, that's right. I took my headphones off before, so I can't hear anything for the next 30 seconds, so.
Okay, now everybody say what you really
No! Okay, so these are my pumpkin ideas, and I need you guys to vote. So, one of them is, and Ben, I'll show you in a bit. One of them is this sick pumpkin dragon. It's got a little small to medium size pumpkin for the head. It's got gourds for horns. The gourds will be inserted into the pumpkin. That's what she said. There's a long one that's going to be carved out to look like a teeth and jaw, and it will be open at the end so that the fire in the dragon head will light the eye and the mouth. I could make a long pumpkin body if I feel like it. And the gourd would be the tail. And then you know those weird little squashes they have that have like the little wrinkles? I thought those could be the hands. So that's idea 1. Alright? Take a second to process.
Processing.
Okay.
Least processing.
Least processing? Okay, cool. And here's the other idea. And that is Garfield. And that would be a big pumpkin. And then with a medium to smallish size pumpkin, I'd like to go medium. That's easier to carve. I can make the head of Garfield. And his eyes will be lit up. Because he's got like, I guess he's got white eyes, but he's like a cat. He's got yellow eyes a little bit. It works. I would stick on some kind of paper ears or something. Nothing crazy. I would put little sticks in for the whiskers. I would paint the mouth on him. Or I'd make it open. I should make it open because he's always eating.
Yeah, eat Garfield, eat.
Eat Garfield, eat. And then I'm going to put sticks sticking out of the lower pumpkin. A lot of people at this point are like, do you even know if that'll work? Yes, I put sticks and make arms on pumpkins all the time. I'm cool like that.
And even when
uh,
it's not Halloween, Dana's carving pumpkins.
Oh,
just to get ready
God.
for the season.
You know, that ideally that would have been me this year. That looks great so far, Ben.
Thanks.
That wrinkly torso. Gross. Okay. The gourd would be the tail. I'd get an orange one and I'd paint the stripes on it. And then there'd be 2 small pumpkins for feet, and I'd paint the little lines to make it look like his little Garfield toes. Okay. Oh, and then he would hold a sign saying something quite iconic. You know, I want candy, perhaps. Or, good thing it's a Thursday this Halloween. Something like that. So, if you like the dragon idea, drop a dragon emoji in chat. And if you want Garfield, drop the cat face emoji in chat. Thank you for your time.
Thank you for coming to Dana's TED Talk.
Oh, Ben, you didn't get to see.
I didn't.
You can help me. Garfield?
Okay.
Dragon.
Garfield.
You think Garfield?
Right.
The vote has been Garfield, but then there are some people who are like, I don't know, the dragon's like creative, I guess. Like I'll have a field day making it. Where Garfield's a little bit more, there's a set, I have to follow more of a design.
A little bit. But
little bit.
I feel like the dragon, at least I think I mostly lean to Garfield because it's you, so I feel like Garfield is actually more creative for you than a dragon because dragon is kind of your default in a lot of times.
That's true. I've never made a pumpkin one though, so yeah, I'm thinking about it. I'm very 50-50 on it. I appreciate everyone's input. The chat is screaming dragon, which is really interesting. Liz says dragon, would be Kitty. My best friend says dragon. Shiger says dragon. So I'm sure that I'll like feel it out when I'm at the pumpkin patch, you know? It's been tough. Everyone's split. Like the fact that Ben was like Garfield and the whole chat's like dragon. That's how it's been. I've been asking people. I would
The
do
chat
both,
got
but
split.
no, I said everyone's split. Like right now, Ben said Garfield. Lee, what is your thought?
Dragon.
Okay. State your case.
I've seen you do a million Garfield renditions, and I want to see your dragon.
Really?
Huh.
I feel like I've seen Dana do very few Garfield renditions and a bazillion
Million
dragons, because I mean,
yeah.
not to give away a little inside baseball here, but it's like
No, my secrets.
anytime Dana is just like, do you want a surprise? I can surprise you with something. There is I wouldn't say it's 50-50,
It's
but
50-50. It's
yeah.
a unicorn or a dragon.
Yeah, so it's like,
If
yeah.
people at events are like, I don't know what I want, but I want to watch you do it. I'm like, can I surprise you?
Yeah, and so yeah, so I've so this is just my own personal perspective. So like, because y'all obviously haven't seen Dana make pancakes a bazillion times like I have, but that's why I immediately jumped on dragons or Garfield, because I've seen so many dragons from Dana.
That's fair. I'm going to, with my new open mouth Garfield idea, I'm going to sketch a new one. Because I think I want to make it really creative, because the thing with the Garfield is I was going to give him a very demure expression. And I'm thinking...
That's funny, because it's like the thing.
Yeah. I actually forget what the face Garfield makes when his mouth is open. Like, I'm trying to think of how he draws it. Oh, Shikra says, can you show the Mudang from earlier? My husband just got home.
Absolutely. Oh no, I'm trying to avoid getting...
Not the DAWs. It's out of focus. Hey. That's Mudang on Halloween as Pesto, her best friend. I'm excited to, like, get some good footage of that one after. I like how shiny it came out. Ben and I have a lot of practice now with Mudang. That's been our October for pancakes.
People seem to like that Mudang.
Yeah, that crazy lad. Shiger says he loved it. Thank you very much. Or so very much. I've never seen that. TYSBM.
Thank you so very much.
Thank you so very much. Garfield eat cake on Google. There it is. He does that dumb face where you can't see his eyes. And also, I think what we're ignoring is that Garfield is orange and a pumpkin is orange.
That is very valid right there.
That's a powerful case.
All right, so we're gonna fill in this Demigorgon, and then we're gonna flip over our thick Thanos.
Oh, and you probably will need a new request after that.
I most definitely will.
I got some.
All right,
Oh.
Lee, come through.
215, are you still in chat? I don't know. But I've also got one from Haley, who I know is in chat still. So then I will say, let's go with Haley's Corey Taylor pancake.
Oh,
All
yeah.
right. Are we ready for thick Thanos here?
Thick Thanos time.
Clap, not a snap.
That's gorgeous. I like the booty.
I mean, that's...
You did it justice.
So, and if anyone wants to see the reference, because I feel like...
Yeah, I think that'd be good. I'll admit I'm having a hard time telling what's Thanos about it.
The chin, mostly. So
Oh,
I feel
the
like,
chin? Is it like an add-on or something?
Yeah, it's a prosthetic.
Oh, I like it.
So yeah, but I feel like it maybe didn't come across as obvious as I originally intended. So, but if I can ever pull up, here we go. Yeah, I could have.
Is she pink or is it the lighting?
She is. So I think that's where
Oh, I see.
I probably could have just kind of.
It's still quite lovely.
And then you can
Wouldn't be kidding. Okay, laugh my ass off. Yes, that's so good.
Wouldn't be Kitty loves it.
All right.
Corey Taylor.
Corey Taylor, man, the myth, the legend. Do we want him with or without a mask?
With or without a mask, Haley, if you're still here.
Let's see.
Oh, wouldn't be Kitty, you're welcome. Glad you could come watch and hang out. So, I don't think Haley's sounding off. Haley, are you still here? Because if not, I say we just take it from the chat.
What about, who asked for the Gengar?
Oh, right!
Gengar.
Gengar was... I can find that.
Oh, yeah. I'm done. I know Gengar.
Liz.
All right.
Oh, hey, Liz.
So we're doing a Gengar pancake. There's our thick Thanos.
And then She-Girl would love to see Stripe from Gremlins.
Okay. Oh, Gengar, here we come.
I will say I have to get stuff together for pumpkin carving with my kiddo.
Lee has to go be a real person.
And I gotta go be a dad.
Aw. Like, cute aw. That's awesome. Well, Lee, thanks for hanging out as long as you did. And everybody wish Lee a happy pumpkin carving with his son. And I assume with Ashley. With his family.
Alrighty, y'all. Have a great rest of your stream.
Thanks, Lee.
Thanks for
Take
hanging
care.
out, Lee.
Oh, you got a happy pumpkin carving, Lee, if you're still here, from Banana Mobsters on Twitch. Oh, what's up, Twitch? Whoa! Am I seeing what I think I'm seeing in your profile picture, Banana Mobster? Is that bananas in pajamas? The nichest thing ever? I love it, if that's what that is. I only remember seeing the commercial for bananas in pajamas when I was a kid, and that commercial scared me because I was like, those bananas should not be in clothes. Or sentient.
I mean, how do we know they're not?
That'd be sad.
It would be.
Okay, so I'm having some really interesting... Please tell me if we don't want to hear Pumpkin talk in shop, but I'm over here, legs crossed at the desk, like leaned back in the chair like some kind of CEO planning my next big business move. And I am figuring out how to make my new Garfield. And it's insane, I know, but I would love to, like... wonder if there's anything that I could get, like a simple motor that would make his arms go up and down.
Probably.
Let me interrupt that really quick. Hemigod on Instagram says, I'm watching with my daughter Mila. Can you do a Princess Tiana pancake? Sure, we have this one, and then we have, Stripes from Gremlins, so Stripe from Gremlins, and then I believe that was the only other request we have presently. And then, absolutely, I'll mark you down. If you can hang out, it's probably going to be about 15 minutes. So I'm going to write. Also, thank you guys for watching. Hi, Mila. Hope you're enjoying the pancake art.
Yeah, thank you all for chilling with us. I really like doing these. And, yeah, that's actually it. I was like, what else can I add to that? It's like, no, that's it. We just really like doing these.
Oh, I love that purple for this one.
It is an excellent choice.
It's a very, like... I don't remember why that purple got so dark. I think I was sick of... one of our purple dyes doesn't work super well, so I just loaded it up, and you get this really beautiful, like... I don't even know how to describe that purple. It's like...
It's very rich.
It's like indigo violet, and I know that's, like, kind of cancels out, but there's something about it that feels indigo violet.
Alright, let's see. What colors we gonna... Oh, this orange is really... Hey, you were just... Looks like you were just mad at all the colors that don't show up as well.
Yeah, I I feel like I made a few mistakes where I made it really dark. You'll notice that there's sort of that reddish orange that you like having. I have that one too, and it's basically the same color. I think the dyes were just really strong for some reason, or I just overdid it. I don't know.
A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B.
Yeah. A few more comments are coming in, a few more requests. So it's going to be a second just because Ben has to make this one, he has to make the next one, and then he has to make the one after that. But if you're still here, we will definitely consider throwing a few more requests on. Ben, I don't know about you, but I imagine we're kind of winding down soonish, you know?
Yeah,
Like
we're getting towards the tail end of the stream. So probably, what is it, 5:28? So
they're easy requests, the other two that came in. We could just cut it.
yeah, I think it's probably good for us to go till about 6 or so would be a good number.
So I'm going to go ahead and write these down. Lupo the Husky asks for, but that was only Lupo says if no one requests anything after. So hang on to the end. Okay, my bias is showing. A husky dressed as a pumpkin, I would kill to make that one personally. So if I wanted to like hop on for the last pancake, or Ben might kill to make that one. I don't know.
I don't know if I would like murder.
I would murder.
Yeah, I would maybe assault.
I love making maybe assault. I love making like cute little animals in cute little costumes, which is why I was excited to make the Mudang just as pesto. I made like an Eevee dressed as a pumpkin last stream, so I'm happy to get to that one if you're still hanging around. But if you gotta go,
yeah. So Demigorgon, coming
Demigorgon.
right up. You ready?
This is for Liz, I believe. Sick. Who is that for, y'all? Remind me. Roach Dog Jr. said, the building is on fire in all lowercase. And I was concerned for a second, then I remembered the green screen. Pancake Artist, escape while you can. You should listen to Roach Dog Jr. on YouTube.
No, this is how we want to go.
Okay, perfect. Cooked like our creations.
Yeah. How do you know when we're done? When the shine disappears.
That's so sad. Nice dark callback. They want to see Mudang again, Ben, if you'd be a gentleman. Oh, that's lovely. There's Pesto Penguin Mudang Halloween.
All right, what was next?
The next was Stripe from Gremlin for Shigra. Shigra, can you sound off if you're still here? Also, Shigra said before, the Gengar is so cute. Banana Mobster says Demogorgon turned out so good. I agree. Very, very, I like the posing. I like how he did that one. Thank you, Alex, on TikTok. That Mudang X Pesto was, that was one of my goals from when I was going. And I actually made that in a Mudang costume, in a Mudang mask. So.
Went really meta.
Clark Kathleen 1234. What is that? Please, I'm still here. Directed at? Is that like wow, I'm still here? Or is that like I had a thing I wanted? Oh, hey Haley, you're back. So Haley, did you still want that Corey Taylor? We're trying to gather up the last request right now, and I am going to ask that we keep requests to people who haven't gotten one. That could change if people drop out, like we get to someone's request and they've left. But that we're just getting just enough requests. We're trying to wind down here. So Haley, I don't believe you had one before, so I'm going to write you down for Corey Taylor. Clark Kathleen says 0 from the Nightmare Before Christmas.
Okay.
I'll write
Excellent
that
choice.
down. And I'll put that,
Nobody can see it, but I'm actually wearing Nightmare Before Christmas socks.
Oh, that's great. We have already made 2 Nightmare Before Christmases. It's a very, very popular one today.
People seem to like that movie.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I think I talked about it on the last stream, but I'll talk about it on this stream just because it feels appropriate. If anyone out there is a Tool fan, the band Tool, there's a neat little thing you can do with Nightmare Before Christmas and the Tool album Anima. I'm not a huge Tool fan myself. I'm an A fan, but just super cash. But kind of like how like you can do like the Wizard of Oz and Dark Side of the Moon. You can actually line up Nightmare Before Christmas and Anima, and I've watched it myself personally with some friends way back in the day, and holy moly, some of the ways it lines up is insanely creepy. And
you mentioned that on the last stream, and you've convinced me. I think I need to do that.
it like to the point where there's at one point during the album they like have a baby crying, and like there's literally one of the characters is crying on screen, and
That's
you're just
nuts.
like why like it's like it is definitely a coincidence, but like part of you is just like how is this can't be a coincidence.
No,
like,
for sure. It's just convincing enough.
mm-hmm. And it
Um,
goes all the way to the credits, unlike the
Wow.
Dark Side of the Moon, which ends before I think it ends before they even get to the Emerald City. And I will say I was stone cold sober when I saw it, which I mean I've always been stone cold sober because I don't do anything. But either way, so it wasn't. It really happened. It wasn't just in my head.
Wouldn't be Kitty. Have you asked for anything and gotten a pancake of it yet? Please remind me. Also, Clark, Kathleen, I agree. Rest in peace, Ken Page, who was the voice of Oogie Boogie. I actually started the stream making that one. So maybe whenever Ben is done with this pancake, he could throw them on the griddle really quick or something. But we'll definitely show all the pancakes soon enough. Did you hear that?
I think that was probably Lee leaving the meeting.
Oh, gotcha. Bink.
I assume. Let's see.
Okay, so...
I don't actually have enough room. I'm going to go ahead and flip this. And I need to make some room
Oh,
for the...
Gengar. Very cool. Love that light blue is the highlight.
Just got to take what you have and go for it. It's one of the most unintentionally artistic things about doing the pancake art and the way that we do it is you're working with a limited palette, so you just
Right.
have to approximate colors because you have no choice.
Okay, so I want to just quickly state the status of the requests. So Ben's gonna finish this striped pancake. Then we've got Princess Tiana. Of course, I'm gonna double check that everyone's here when we before we start them. So just to make sure we're not making a request for someone who's left. So that will be Princess Tiana. Then we have Corey Taylor. Then we have Zero, and then we have Appa. And
Ooh, Appa, okay.
yeah. And I believe we're gonna cut it there. I'm also seeing Cheshire Cat from Alice Madness Returns. So you are the last request. If you're able to stick around that long, we can make it. And then that should get us to 6:15. And we'll clear the people who have been watching. So, Hemi God, are you still here? Watching with your daughter? Oh, we got full body.
Yep. Kind of went for... Didn't have to, but I did it anyways.
I like it. I like seeing the whole body silhouette. Okay, Hemi God is still here. So yours is next. And again, you sound off if you're still here. But guys, I think we are cutting requests. So all the ones that I've been kind of mentioning the last few minutes, we should be good. I can read those off again in a second. We need to find a good stopping point at some point.
Yep, we gotta go home and eat dinner at some point, whether we want to or not. Get a little bit of peeling here.
Yeah. It's odd. That's my griddle, isn't it?
Potentially.
Yeah, I think we played ourselves. I can tell if I walk over and look, because it's got like certain scratches and certain marks, certain places. It might be.
Way to go, Dana.
Yep. It's because it's a studio. It's because we have to get out one of our griddles for streams because it's an event, basically.
Yeah, this griddle is, for one reason or another, not as sticky as the other ones, which we actually need them to be a little stickier. So this one the non-sticky nature of it makes it good for long form pancakes. Not so much for these shorter form ones where we have to draw quickly, because the lines as they cook will actually start to peel, and they'll come up and then they disappear into the pancake, or you knock them out of the way, or all manner of things that are not ideal.
So yeah, Ben, that's how I was doing events for like months. Isn't that horrible?
That's not fun.
I was like, man, I'm having peeling. And Ben's like, that's so weird. I'm not having peeling. And for the longest time, I like wondered if it was a skill issue or if it was like, I don't know. But then we finally determined it wasn't my fault at all. It was the griddle. And
because I even used your griddle at one event, and I was like, yeah, no, it was fine.
Yeah.
But then I used it again, and for whatever reason at that next event, it finally decided to do the thing, and I got some peeling.
Hi from Brazil. What's up, Carol Stellato?
Hey, Brazil.
What's up, Brazil?
Yeah, I think Brazil and Germany are two of our most popular countries outside of the U.S. And we appreciate all countries outside the U.S. that watch us. If you're a person watching us, we appreciate, regardless of your geographic location. It's always fun to see, like, just kind of like look at the analytics and like, who else is watching us?
Mm-hmm.
And Brazil and Germany regularly pop up as popular countries outside of the United States.
So, Ben, just a reminder, you've got Princess Tiana, Corey Taylor, Zero, Appa, and Cheshire Cat. And, if you're cool with that, cool. Here's what I'll propose is I love drawing Cheshire Cat, and I love making Zero, and you love Avatar more than I do because I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
So my thought was if you wanted me to switch out with you at any points, like, I can. And that's just,
If you so desire, I will not stop you.
Sure. I just know, like, those are ones that, like, I don't know. For whatever reason, like, I just really enjoy making those. So my thought is I would make them faster than my normal pancakes. So let's look at Cheshire Cat from Alice Returns. I actually don't know that one. Oh, cool. Yeah, I remember this. That's so freaky. And very Halloween-y.
Maybe that was the purpose.
I know when Be Kitty, it's just a matter of I'm not very good at watching TV shows, and so even when I know I'll love something, even when I do actively love a TV show, it's just really hard for me to sort of sit down and commit a lot of time. I'm on ADHD medication as of very recently, so it's been easier, but so I've actually, more than I have in years, probably ever, I am binging shows. But it's still, I'm someone who really gets lost in doing stuff rather than watching stuff. And that's like, it's just, I fidget. I fidget a lot. So unless I'm extremely engaged with a TV show, like minute to minute, it's really hard for me to stick with it. Which is so I don't doubt I would love it. It's just the matter of like, I don't know. It's crazy to me that some people like watch TV to relax. It just kind of makes me feel pent up. And that's on attention deficit hyperactive disorder. At least my brand of it.
Yeah, I'd say for me, because I definitely watch a lot of shows.
Mm-hmm.
Not as many as I used to, though. But I mean, I end up watching, it's like, I end up watching more deep dives on shows on YouTube. Some shows that I haven't even seen. It's like, you know, I read comic books and stuff when I was a kid, but I kind of, I'd say grew out of it, but I just kind of fell out of the habit or the hobby. But at the same time, and so now it's like I know more about comic, like the actual like comic lore, outside of the movie stuff than I ever have in my life. But it's all because of all these channels that I watch now, that they are people who are steeped in the world of comics and know more than I do, and so I'm just from listening to them, I just end up absorbing that information.
Mm-hmm.
It makes me, and so I can, in casual conversation, I can bring up stuff about, you know, particular comics and that I've never read in my life.
Hey Ben,
What's up?
are you sure you're making Stripe from Gremlins?
I hope so.
I think you're making Mohawk.
Oh no.
That's okay. Shigra says I love Mohawk too.
It said Stripe, and it's been so long since I saw Gremlins. I was just like, this is a version of, you know. Well,
Yeah.
no, this is. It's. I mean, of course,
Are you making one that looks like this?
yes.
That's Mohawk.
But it says Stripe there on the villains wiki.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said it has a stripe on it.
No, on the villains wiki. So okay, Stripe later reincarnated as Mohawk.
Oh.
So
Okay.
technically, if I wanted to be pedantic, Stripe and Mohawk are the same person, or the same gremlin, the same creature.
Well, luckily Shigra is very excited for Mohawk as well.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. And I wasn't gonna bring it up. It's just like as we've been going, they've been like, I think that's Mohawk. I was just like, uh-oh.
Well, in the Gremlins lore,
In the Gremlins lore,
Mohawk was Stripe, or is Stripe, however you want to think of it. So it still works.
and listen, Shigra, you know, we're glad you like this one too, but if you're ever in the stream again, we owe you a stripe. So it's like two
I'm just gonna make another Mohawk. I'm just gonna keep. I'm gonna be that person. What was next?
Next was, let me pull it back up. Next was Princess Tiana.
Okay.
Also, we have a request to show Oogie Boogie on screen.
I saw that. All right. Princess Tiana. Midgets.
When does Corey come in place? That's going to be after this one.
I like that. I've never made that one before. Also, this iPad is about to die. And this charger's not plugged in.
Here, I'll do it.
No, I'll plug it into the iPad. You can plug it into a charger.
All right. No.
I've got 6% battery. Did you steal the charging cable?
I stole the box, so it plugs in right here. And then I put it back, but I didn't plug it back in. Oops. There you go.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Bless you.
Away from the mic.
Directly into the mic.
No. Just volume warning. So yeah, then Ben, if you want to switch off, then you just have to do Corey Taylor after this, and then
Okay.
I'll get those last 3 out because they're in my wheelhouse. I hope that never comes off like I'm saying they're not in your wheelhouse. It's just like...
No, Dana, I am insanely offended right now.
You know what I mean. They're the kinds that if I got an event, I would get high energy because I'm like, I know how to do these like with none of my brain. I love the making pancakes in hell vibe the flames give. Yeah, it's it's Halloween themed. I feel like the fire's been on the... Oh, have you been manually switching them?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So it used to be pumpkins and like other pumpkins, and then it would rotate between that and the fire. And I thought they were automatic, so Ben's just been on fire this whole time.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I do. Oops, that's wrong.
Oh, shoot. I should have asked, I mean, keep making it, but, is the person who asked for Tiana still here? Just checking. That was, I have that username. Hemigod. Hemigod from Instagram, are you here? Alright, wonderful.
Okay, I think I actually put the nose too far up the nose. Actually, oh no, it got peeling. Shoot. I'm just focused on the fact that it's peeling.
Is it that bad?
I mean, I'm gonna have to start covering up parts of it to make sure it doesn't peel anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's gonna have to be good enough.
Nerd over 9,000 says, OMG, this is beautiful.
Thank you. Doing one that I've never done before, because I've done quite a few Princess Tianas, and I always like to change it up and just add some variety, so it doesn't feel samey to me. I don't like. I mean, not to say I don't like, but I just prefer to do something that I haven't done.
If you have the choice, you want variety.
Mm-hmm. Even if it's the variety of something I've done before, you know. In this case, Princess Tiana's emoting in a particular way that I have not drawn before, so I figured that seems interesting. I'll give it a go. And here we are. And hopefully... Just trying to take one little piece, and I take the whole thing. It's actually down here. I put the triangle in the wrong direction. Oh, and I knocked the eyebrow off. Oh, I knocked it back into place. Okay.
Sick. Yeah, excuse our technical error. We put on a griddle that has been quarantined from use like this. Just neither of us caught it. So we're going to be better next time about making sure we have an appropriate griddle in place. So far, it hasn't been a terrible issue, but like as the batter sits out longer, it starts to kind of fight with the griddle more.
Yeah, so what happens for anyone that's like, well, what do they mean? So what happens is this griddle in particular is not as it's not as sticky as we would like, and we actually want the batter to stick to the griddle because if it doesn't stick, then it peels and comes off, and it can also get like knocked out of place and such, and that makes drawing difficult. And so in this instance, this griddle, since it isn't as sticky, some of my line work is starting to peel up, and so then I have to, instead of concentrating on the drawing, I have to concentrate on making sure that I'm...
It's like Mission Impossible all of a sudden.
Yeah, it's like now I have to like, okay, wait, what do I have to do next to make sure that these lines don't come up? Okay, and we're going to do these in yellow.
I've never seen her in this outfit.
It's a transformation at the costume ball.
Interesting. Okay.
So, yeah, I've never done this one either. I just saw it and I just thought it looked interesting, and hopefully I get the emoting that she's doing correct. Okay. Where am I looking here? This actually, this is a good one where the off black will come in handy because some of her hair is underneath this shroud or head covering, and so it's like you can use the lighter black to, because it's lighter in the image. All right, what colors am I looking for here? Oh, it's brown on brown. I don't have that many browns, so I'm going to use this instead. So that's, is that?
I think you put mid-tone for your highlight.
I'm glad I caught that. Luckily, that's an easy mistake to fix. That would have been...
I saw you put it down, and I was like, oh no, but I didn't know if maybe I was just not seeing it right.
No, you saw it right, so I think...
That's the worst is when, so we use we use a lot of our, we have a palette of 16 and within that there's a certain amount of gradients at play. And especially with our skin tones, we've got a chocolate brown, we've got a sort of mid-tone brown, we've got a light brown, and then we've got plain batter. So you have to work within those gradients, and the worst is when, like, if you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 shades, and you go to do shadows, which might be, you know, your 4 shade, and then your highlights, which would be your 2 shade, and then you're like, great, I have number 3, I can put it in the middle, but you accidentally put the wrong one down. Suddenly you can't justify the gradient you've started. It's tough. Luckily, that was an easy fix, but that's
Yeah, I caught it before it became a problem.
Yeah, because that could have turned into Tiana having sort of dark blobs on her face where there are supposed to be highlights. And that's never fun.
No.
Is Mohawk ready? I believe so.
Yep, Mohawk is absolutely ready. All right, you ready? Here we go.
Oh, nice. Very cool. That's looking nice. I love that blue shading. We were talking about blue shading earlier. It works really well on that one.
Okay.
I like the shadow you got under the tummy to kind of show how round he is.
Yeah, rotund.
Rotund.
Let's see, well, it's not enough room.
Yeah, if you took off the Demigorgon, you only have rotund boys, so and
That's
girls.
true. Well, I mean, if we're going for rotund.
There you go.
Okay, what was next?
Corey Taylor.
Okay.
And I forget if the answer was with mask or without mask, but. Oh, what's up, Haley? Glad you're back. We're your timing's perfect. We're starting the Corey Taylor. And then, yes, I believe Zero is next. Let me look here. Yes, then Zero is next. After Corey Taylor, Ben and I are going to switch, and so Zero will be my first one. I'll go ahead and pull up my references now, so I'm ready.
All right. Got our reference. Go to the gallery here. Go into screenshots. I'll flip this boy around. Done. All right.
Ben is getting started on Corey Taylor, and then Zero is right after that. So this one's not Zero, the next one is. Haley says, the little swipe away with the batter was so funny at EKY. I think it's probably just the brevity of it. Like, we'll draw these really meticulous lines, and then we get mad and we see a line we don't like, and we swoop it away in like a fraction of a second. Because I've had people at events laugh before. They're like, "Whoa, there it goes," and I'm like, "Yeah, I didn't like it."
We're just, it's muscle memory too. We're
Exactly.
so, it's like, that's just, it's a motion that we've done so many times that we don't even, I don't even think about it when I do it. I'm just like, oh, okay, swoop, it's gone.
Right. Haley says, which Corey Taylor are you doing?
Here's our reference right there. Ah, shoot, it's starting to peel. Oh no. Yeah, we gotta. Just lost his entire chin.
I think it goes to show just how used to it I got. You know, I had a few moments of peeling, but like that was, this is the girdle I worked on for so long.
His eye is coming off as we speak. Push that back down. Will we succeed in gluing this back into place? Maybe. Oh. Okay. Yeah, it's like now I feel like it's like, oh, I gotta hurry.
Right.
So if I don't hurry, everything's just gonna come off. Which I guess sometimes that actually, the pancakes end up better when you feel like you gotta hurry.
Mm-hmm.
Which is hashtag irony. Alright, let's see if I can.
Yu asks, have you guys ever experienced art block? If so, how do you deal with it? That's a really good question. So I know I've been going through sort of an art block period myself with my personal art. And it's definitely like, I find I don't push it. Like, if I just really don't feel like making art, I just try to give it time, you know? I try to take it as a sign to get back into my other activities and maybe take a break from creating so often because maybe it's a sign that I've been doing too much, you know? Or maybe I've been ignoring something else. So, you know, there's always more to life than making art. So I always try to take it as a sign that, like, okay, not only should I always have other priorities as well, but those priorities need extra attention right now.
And you know, it's like living your life. Like living your life is what gives you a reason to make art.
True. Very true.
So it's like sometimes it's just, you know, that break gives you the inspiration you need to make something outside of, you know, to get outside of whatever rut you're kind of feel like you're kind of stuck in. You know, I know for me, and sometimes, you know, like personally, like a lot of my creative output outside of Pancakes is more aimed towards music and stuff, and so I write a lot of songs, and you know, a lot of times I just write bad songs. It's like, it's not so much that you can't write. It's like you just write stuff that's not very good, and you just kind of have to let that happen, and eventually it'll pass. Ideally, because I'll especially, and also the older you get too, at least from my case, with writing songs, it gets harder, and it's not because it's the irony of it all is that you're actually also.
We've got Tiana flipping.
Yep. All right.
So Hemi God, if you're here, if you and your daughter are watching, now's the time to look.
All right.
All right, there we go.
So I'm gonna.
Jig and Jaws Fishing and Outdoors asks, will these be up for auction? If so, please take my money. Yeah, I mean, if you are ever to email us, you can email us at, I'm just going to say hank@dancakes.com.
Yeah.
hank@dancakes.com. We can absolutely keep any of these upon request and preserve them if you would like. The thing I'll say is that for these stream pancakes, we never intend on keeping them unless it is specified. So if there's any of these you want, and we can show you more that we've made today, it would be in your best interest to ask now, because otherwise these pancakes are not typically kept long after the streams.
They end up in a compost heap. Mm-hmm. Unless told otherwise. Okay, so do I have another one after this? Or?
I was gonna take the last three.
Okay. So I can actually probably, I think I can go ahead and flip this Corey. It's, no I can't. No I can't. No I cannot. It looked more done than it is. Now I'm just trying to straighten that out. Actually.
Wait, do we even have to have headphones on right now?
I guess technically no, we don't have to have
cool.
headphones on because Lee is no longer here to chat to. So, yeah, I can flip this Corey. I just have to be a little less cavalier about it. Because he's not as done. But I just can't slam my spatula underneath.
Yeah, Haley, Corey is looking done. Oh, yep, there it is. So if you're ready, Haley, we're flipping.
All right. Some of that white spilled over there on his lip. And just kind of. There we go.
Haley asks for screenshots. Yeah, we'll take pictures of all these. Just email us at hank@dancakes.com if you'd like any pictures of these. Or actually, you know what? Say it in the chat. Say it in the chat if you would like pictures and then go ahead and email, and we'll try to get you those pictures when we can.
There you go. We'll let that cook for a little bit there. All right. I'm going to go back over and man the stations. No,
All right.
you don't have to pay for the picture. And
Oh, no.
yeah.
No. There's no need. I'm going to move this guy over here. I already got my pictures pulled up, so guys, these last 3 are going to be rapid fire, alright? We got 0 from Nightmare Before Christmas. Hope you guys are enjoying the stream. Appreciate everyone watching today. This is our 3rd to last pancake, and we've already closed requests. So we are just going to go till those 3, including the 0 here, are done. Ben, I'm gonna focus on these, so if there's anything in chat you think I should know, if you'd read it.
Yeah, for sure.
Zero looks so happy already. I love it. That's the goal. He's a happy young pup. Speaking of young pups, hope you guys can't
Yeah,
hear
if
the
you can
dogs
hear- if you can
yapping
hear
outside.
Here's the official
The
Dan.
official Pancakes mascots.
Yeah.
Theo and Ott.
Yeah, you over YouTube is talking about, they've had art block for some years now, and I think the biggest thing is just, one, to because inspiration is strange and it just kind of happens when it decides to happen, and it's sometimes just doing, if you've got an art block from drawing, try to
Try out
maybe
something
move
else.
over, trying to move over into a different genre of art, and maybe something even outside of visual art,
For sure.
because it all informs everything else. It's even like that with I play a lot of instruments, and I started on guitar, and then I went to bass, which is a really easy transition because the notes are all the same, but and then eventually I moved over to keyboards and piano, and then over to drums. And the thing is, every single one of those instruments, getting better at those made me better at the other instruments. Part of it's just a dexterity thing, especially with the drums, learning how to move your limbs independently of each other and to still keep them in a time signature and a rhythm. But also just
We got Appa going, by the way. Just want to let whoever's
nice.
waiting on Appa.
just your brain just sort of works a little differently all of a sudden. So you have the way your brain approaches things sort of changes as you learn new skills. I would imagine I would draw differently, even with the music stuff. Like I would, if I wasn't a musician, or in a songwriter, I would not be. I would draw. I would draw differently, just because I would be different. Hopefully that wasn't too esoteric.
Well, and I guess if I have another take on art block 2 to give, I would say, try making, like, I know a big reason sometimes I have art block is that I feel too great of expectations, or I don't feel like I have the energy to meet my ambitions. And I know when I feel that, I decide to draw my comfort zone. I have had so many times where I'm like, I don't want to draw anything. I never want to draw again. And then I say, what is something that I can draw that is something I've drawn so many times, is so in my wheelhouse, is so mindless, and I found that that can really help. And you know, I find that there's lots of different ways to sort of, like, you can just make up your own thing, or like if you have friends who are artists, offer to draw. You know, maybe don't tell them before in case your art block kind of cancels out that one. But draw one of their characters, you know, draw fan art for someone you appreciate. I find that there are all sorts of ways to kind of get that, like I've done that sort of stuff. I've kind of been like, I can't think of literally anything I want to make. I'm going to make art for my friend who's an artist, of their character or what have you. I find that really helps because you're motivated by something other than just like the want to draw. You're also motivated by, I love my friend. Oh, and they're going to love this. Or, you know, if you try out new methods, you're like, whoa, I've never drawn like this before. I'm learning.
Or, in this instance, you says they've been into photography and sculpting lately. One thing I've done a couple times when I was going to make a pancake and I didn't know what I wanted to make, I actually started making pancakes of my photography. And, you know, it's just taking something I've already done and just transferring it to a different medium and just sort of interpreting it. And that was a fun thing to do, something I would like to do more of, but
Also, if I may just say, try pancake art.
or make some pancake art.
Pancake art's really fun, and I find when I have art block in the digital world, or my sketchbook world, I find that pancake art is a really fun alternative. Because no matter what, it's kind of the same thing I was saying earlier about gifts. It's like you can eat that, or you can give it to somebody, or you can make someone a pancake. Ask someone what they want to see on a pancake, you know? Things that don't come to you right away.
And if you're doing pancake art, you have to do it.
Yeah.
It's like once you've
started, yeah.
Yeah, it's like well, I have no, like, I guess I have to finish this. So it's like you sort of, you force yourself to overcome the block because you have no other choice.
Yeah, and you can take as long as you want. You can, you know, we're going really fast, but you can turn the heat off. You can
I was probably going medium speed for me.
Well, either way, you can take as long as you want. I've taken 4 hours on a pancake, 4.5, and Ben's taken something like 5.
Yeah. And you know, like the most recent one I did a mudang pancake. I think that one took me about 45 minutes or so. So it's, you know, everywhere in between. It can take 5 minutes, 40 minutes, 20 minutes, 5 hours. All are valid and all produced pancakes.
And then after this, I just have Cheshire Cat, I believe. All right, let's see how Zero's doing. Well, almost. I'm going to give that a few seconds while I pull up the next request, which is Cheshire Cat from Alice Returns, or Alice Madness Returns, I suppose. And I hope you don't mind. I took a face shot for this one because, like, the full body's cool, but I found a really cool image that has a lot of the detail and colors. So I'm going to go with that one. Thank you for making it. You're so welcome. Thank you guys. Wouldn't be Kitty says I can already tell Appa is gonna be sick.
Also, everyone here shame Dana for not having seen Avatar yet.
Yeah.
Drop a lobster emoji
Drop a lobster.
if you think Dana needs to watch Avatar: The Last Airbender
Yeah.
as soon as humanly possible.
Yeah. I should. What's it streaming on?
I think it's a lot of I mean, I think it's on Netflix.
Also, I'm gonna flip the 0. Ready? We got 0, 3, 2, 1. There we go. That is for I believe that was for Clark Kathleen 1 2 3 4. I hope that's correct. Hope you like it.
It is on Paramount Plus and I believe on Amazon Prime as well.
Okay, cool. So there's Oogie Boogie there, Evil Mickey Mouse, Ash Williams, but I show Oogie Boogie because we're getting a lot of Nightmare Before Christmas love.
As
I'm getting
one
lobster
should.
shames. Alright, so there's that.
It looks like it's on Netflix too.
Oh, wicked.
Yeah. So basically everywhere. So you have no excuse.
Mm-hmm. That is true.
Oh, we got some lobster emojis.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, it's probably almost time for me to rewatch it again. Because it's every few years or so. I'll give it another run through. It's so good.
Also, guys, this is the last pancake, so stick around. We will show all the pancakes we've made tonight.
Also, this is completely unrelated, but I am a huge Pete and Pete fan, which I'm sure Dana knows because I talk about it enough. And one of the characters on Pete and Pete was Artie, the strongest man in the world. And I just realized the other day that Artie was played by Toby Huss. I know you don't know who that is. Hope someone's calling out your squirrel tattoo, saying they love it.
Well, thank you.
Oh, they both. Oh, you both have squirrel tattoos. Look at that.
Oh, let's go. Wait, what's yours doing? Is
Turtles.
it Squirtle Squad or what?
Squirrels.
I told you, we're best friends. We just didn't know it yet.
Toby Huss played. I mean, he played Artie, the strongest man in the world, but then he also played. I'm gonna go through his credits because he's more of a.
Well, why were you shocked by that?
He played John Bosworth on *Halt and Catch Fire* because if you've seen Artie the Strongest, if you've seen the surreal, just absolutely insane, just the character itself of Artie the Strongest, it is that, and then moving to John's Bosworth on *Halt and Catch Fire*. Two of my favorite shows, Pete and Pete, one of my favorite shows as a kid, and *Halt and Catch Fire*, one of my favorite shows as an adult. One of the most surreal and hilarious and just insane characters of all time, to one of the most genuine and heartfelt characters, and completely different. Like the voice, like it's just, it's like if you look at the two side by side, it's one of those things where it's like he's a side character. He played the dad in the Weird Al movie. I don't know if you saw even the clips from that. Okay. But like the range going, I'm in awe of his acting ability.
It's always cool when actors have range.
Like just because I had no idea. I just had no idea. Like it's not the same person, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I can tell by the lack of activity in the chat that nobody else is following this, and that's okay.
Why? What was this related to?
We were talking about I don't even remember. It just reminded me of it because I just figured it out yesterday.
Oh, gotcha.
So this is very new for me.
I like
Because I showed somebody Pete and Pete who had never seen it before, and then of course YouTube, you know, having listened to me,
Right.
through like a 30th anniversary Pete and Pete skit they did on Funny or Die, and then Toby Huss came out, and like I was just like, oh, that's it, like, and he's just playing like a bit part, like a small part in it, like,
Right.
and I was like, oh, that's cool, they got him to
Yeah.
play like this small part on this thing. And then like the guy who played Little Pete, Danny Tamborelli, he was just like, he's like, Artie, and he's like, hey kid. And it's just like, and I was just like, wait a
And you
second.
exploded.
Yeah, I was like, hold on. And I Googled it and I was like, holy moly,
By the way,
that's the same person.
we got Appa real quick. Ready? Appa, Appa, Appa. 1, 2, 3.
Yep.
He's like Beetlejuice. I like that. It's very nice to make something pancake colored. It just kind of always works out. All right. And then Ben, would you mind just doing the parade of pancakes?
I can. We're also gonna do the.
Oh yeah, are we gonna stack them
Yeah,
again?
say we'll do our normal parade of pancakes
Right,
where we
I
put them all.
forgot we did that.
Yeah. So we're gonna put them all out on the table and do a. The screen's gonna. We have a scene we'll change to that shows the entire table, and we'll show all of the pancakes that we've made today in a very beautifully and feng shui.
Feng shui.
Feng shui. Or funk shui.
Funk shui. Why would it be funk?
Why not?
Because it's not like it's not my language. I'm not gonna determine how it's said.
No, I'm just saying the note. That's because it's funky. That's.
Oh, so it's like a layout that's funky. I agree with
Yeah.
that. Yes.
That was my joke.
No, I like it. I like it. I just didn't get it, and that's
That's
a me
alright.
problem. All
I
right.
mean, you're the one who didn't. Never mind. It's
Didn't what?
my outfit. You didn't.
Oh, yeah.
It took you. So I mean, anyway, I don't know, anyone who's watching, I'm wearing a suit, and I was like, oh, I dressed up for Halloween, and Dana was like, cool, and then like
Yeah.
a few hours later, she's like, oh, I get it.
Yeah. I feel like that's a bit elevated. He's like, I dressed up for Halloween, and he's in a suit, which he never wears. Like, yes, you wear it sometimes, but I was like, ooh, Ben, like literally when you walked up, I'm like, what are you all dressed up for? And I didn't get it. Because he was like, I dressed up for Halloween, and so I thought he was gonna, his costumes are always intentionally vague. I thought you were like gonna just be like, this is me, I'm Ben.
The suit
I'm
guy.
different. I'm the suit guy, or you were gonna be, I don't know, like you were gonna be like, I know I've put on costumes before, and I've, like today when I was a bird, and then I was like, wait, I'm an Archaeopteryx. I kind of build on it.
Yeah.
Thought maybe you were
You
gonna-
create a lore.
Mm-hmm.
There is no lore here.
Okay, I like it.
I just dressed up.
He's just dressed up for a holiday. Because I didn't get it until I said, it's your costume. And you go, no, it's not my costume. I just dressed up for Halloween. I'm like, I get it. I like that.
Yes. I did a dad joke for Halloween.
I like it.
Or I am a dad joke for Halloween.
You are a dad joke for Halloween.
Or I am a joke.
No, that's mean. But maybe.
I mean, I wouldn't disagree if someone was like, yes. I'd be like, yeah, you're probably right.
Lol. Here at Pancakes, we're all jokes.
Mm-hmm. Inside and out.
Not outside. That's... Oh, because of the suit. I thought maybe you just meant we looked silly or something. I guess we look silly enough.
I mean, we are. I mean, we are silly.
We're very silly. I don't know if you guys have been able to tell. All right. So, got this one cooking. Almost done. I think it's actually coming along pretty quick, I mean. I need another plate. Oh, there's a stack of plates right here. Cool. So guys, stay tuned because like there's this flip obviously, but then after that we are going to show all the flips from the last 3.5 hours. And guys, please just know that we are streaming on Wednesday. It's going to be another Halloween stream. We're going to lean into the Halloween stuff even harder.
I might wear an actual costume.
I will wear an actual costume. It's falling off of me. But yeah, we love Halloween, so we're doing 2 streams this year. Appa looks so good. Thank you. You know what? I'll just leave Appa up. I don't know why I took him so fast. I guess he was on there a while. Hubby has Gengar in the same spot. I have Squirtle. That's awesome. Very cool. I'm just looking at the chat. And guys, when we put the pancakes out, I would love to know if you had a favorite today. I know not everyone here has been here the whole time. I don't know if anyone's been... Has anyone been here the whole time? Every stream we have someone who's like, I came in at 3 p.m. And
yeah, we've been going for 3 hours and 38 minutes at this point.
And there's usually someone hanging on that long and they're like, why am I still here? And we're like, we don't know, but we appreciate you.
Why are we all here?
Why are we all here with pumpkins behind me? Ooh!
I heard that.
Yeah, that was nice.
Did anyone else hear Dana's back pop there?
My back exploded just now. That's real though with pancake art. Like, I mean, I'm not sitting, so it's not as much, but I know I definitely get the little cricks in my back.
Oh yeah, I always gotta get up and do a little
Release.
stretch. Every now and again, I remember to not arch my back the entire time. Which, I mean, arching your back is not inherently bad. It's but like, you know, doing it for 3 hours straight.
Oh yeah.
Not ideal.
And moving around in the arch, you know.
Yeah. But there is a, you know, the posture police. There is no such thing as good posture. It's just, are you comfortable in that position?
Is that true?
Yeah.
There's no like, if you are bendy spine.
Your spine is meant to flex.
What's your source? I've never heard anyone.
Science.
Well, what's your? But can't just be science.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what they would source.
I mean the.
Where did you read this? I should say.
I mean, I've got it from, I mean, multiple like evidence-based like YouTube medical science channels.
Interesting.
And among other things.
Apparently, there's no such thing as bad posture.
It's just, yeah, it's. What is proper posture? This Cleveland Clinic. There is no such thing as perfect or imperfect posture. Everybody's body is slightly different. I clicked through, so now it's. Let me find the thing.
So there's no relation between
here
poor
we go.
posture and back pain.
No. I mean, it's if you're in uncomfortable positions for extended periods of time, yes.
Okay.
But
So I see people say they have back pain because they do this as their comfort level. You know.
if that's comfortable and it doesn't hurt,
Then the back pain's incidental.
yeah, it's not.
Okay. I
So
have something to research.
so there's no so this is what is proper posture. This is coming from the Cleveland Clinic. There's no such thing as perfect or imperfect posture. Everybody's body is slightly different. Don't stress about having exactly perfect posture all the time. In fact, some studies have found that commonly considered poor or bad posture has more to do with self-esteem and thinking you look good rather than staying healthy or preventing pain. What that means is you can be mindful about sitting or moving safely, but try not to worry about it all the time. Even if there's not one type of posture that's best for everyone in every situation, there are still...
yeah, that's saying is there a omniscient perfect posture, but is there such thing as good posture for an individual? Because I think that's what everyone means.
Well, that's what I mean. It's individual, yeah. Like your perfect posture is not necessarily my perfect posture.
Gotcha. I am gonna flip this Cheshire Cat. We ready, y'all? 3, 2, 1. Nice. I like that one. Can we get the 45 on that?
Yeah.
Woo! I like that.
That's nice.
That was a fun one. All right, hang tight, you guys. It is time for the parade.
Let's see. Looks like I gotta put our spooky backgrounds on the on that scene.
Oopsie. Appa attacks. Udang in there. Ah, Udang's too big for that pancake. Here we go. We got Gengar going. You can get to the overhead whenever.
Oh, whoops.
Let's get that.
There we go.
Ah, lovely. I liked this evil Mickey Mouse from earlier.
All right. So now we're gonna.
You want to remove the griddle here in 1 second?
Yeah. I'll move the iPad or the iPad stand.
All right, go ahead.
See, we got more plates here.
There's a stack here. Check it.
Oh.
I think if we had one, maybe another pancake
we got
plate.
Some, we got some more plates right here. We can source from. I'm gonna move this so we can keep reading the chat.
Turned out beautifully. It was lovely talking to you guys. I'm glad you like it, Yu.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm glad you stuck around for the very last pancake. Glad I could get to you.
Let's see.
You know what? I'm gonna put Tall Taylor on this one.
Trying to like, where is the camera? Okay, so.
Ew, that one's creepy. We got a Demigorgon. We've got Sully scared of the Demigorgon.
It's a bit disorienting trying to figure out.
Right.
So this is okay.
And then hang on, just two more.
There.
Am I covering up too much?
Yeah, there we go.
Okay. That's fine. Where was it? And then Appa.
Yep,
And
yep.
then- Yep. And then that's the long and short of it.
I'm gonna come over here. We're gonna say our goodbyes, and I'm gonna awkwardly walk over to the computer and fade us to black.
Well, that's a nice looking spread, that is.
Sorry, I'm standing up. You know, the proper etiquette with the buttons.
Oh, yes.
Standing up, buttoned. Sitting down, unbuttoned.
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Is that real?
That's real.
Chad, is that real? I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's why whenever you see people sit down and they just like, that's when they unbutton their suit jacket.
Wow. I didn't know that.
Well, anyways, now that Dana knows that, we can end the stream.
That was the point of this whole it was leading up to
Yeah, I
that
just
fact.
wanted to teach Dana.
Well, thank you guys for joining the Halloween stream. Thank you for anyone who has been watching a long time or a short time or who gave to our goals earlier or who just watched. We appreciate all of it. And we hope you like these.
Stay tuned for part 2.
Wednesday.
Halloween live stream, Electric Boogaloo.
What time? We could do 2 again.
Could do 2 again. I like that. Let's do 2 again.
That is 2 Central Standard Time.
So 3 Eastern time,
Standard Time.
noon Pacific time, 1 Mountain time. That would be 8 a.m. if you're in London.
Question mark.
Yeah.
3 p.m. Eastern Time is a good one. That's New York time. If you want to get your little world clock out, whatever time it is in New York, if it's 3 p.m. on Wednesday, that's when we're starting.
Is that standard time? Is that what is in
Eastern Time.
Well, no, in London.
I don't know.
Because they're 6. But anyways. All right, cool. Anyways, thank you guys so much. I'm going to go walk over and fade us to black now.
Yep. And as always, you know, it relates to pancake art, relates to everything else. Try everything because mistakes are delicious. We'll see you guys Wednesday for the hunt. Woo! Ben go, ooh.
Ooh, ooh, I'm not a ghost because
I'm
they're not
Mudang,
real.
the ghost of Mudang.
Did you kill Mudang once?
Yes. Oh, I didn't. I'm just the
Dana killed Mudang, everybody.
kill Mudang.
Dana killed Mudang. Okay,
I
bye.
did-